Good morning. Shoot.
Good morning, good morning.
Kind of running behind this morning.
Wonder why.
No, that's because of me. I apologize. Kind of because of me.
Nothing bad. Nothing intentional.
Yeah. How's everyone doing this morning? A little windy here, cool, but not super cold.
I don't know where everybody's at this morning. Hope y'all football team did better than ours.
Good morning, John.
Oh, we're gonna cook a little deer meat, smothered cabbage. A little deer roast.
Hello, Justin. We here. If y'all don't mind, double tap and y'all share with your friends. I hope you have a blessed day also.
Hope everyone's having a good day. Like I said, we're gonna cook a little deer roast. A little rump roast, boneless. Get that a little brown.
Did you kill anything, Justin? Somebody says I'm hungry.
Come on, head this way. We'll be here all day. Hopefully.
Hey, Luke, how are you doing? You ready to come over here? Are you staying 2 weeks with your brother? If so, we'll have to cook whenever you get here. Or we'll go over there to Jake's house and cook. What are you cooking?
Cooking a little deer roast, some smothered cabbage, and some cornbread. Cut this old onion up.
I got a decent 8-pointer and 100 dough so far.
Well, some old does, as long as you don't kill too many of them, they eat good too.
Luke said he's doing good. School is stressing.
Well, he'll enjoy coming, take some time off, come hang out, doze off. And then we'll get together and cook for him.
A lot of people say they hunting and getting ready for deer season to open.
Yeah, well,
Didn't see nothing yesterday.
no, went yesterday, didn't see nothing worth shooting.
I'm more depressed about our loss.
Kind of waiting for this week or two of gun season to be over with.
Yeah, you can just watch today, John.
You can just watch any day. We appreciate all of y'all joining and watching and for following us. I know we ain't been real active on putting videos and stuff.
Yeah, gun season started yesterday here, I think.
Yeah.
He's cooking a deer roast, and we're going to have some smothered cabbage and cornbread. And I got to go make the rice inside. Nice beard. Good day to you.
Thank you, thank you. Hopefully y'all all have a great day. Like I said, we'll do a little cooking.
A couple of people are asking, what are you cooking?
Cooking a boneless deer roast. We're going to cook it down and we'll smother a couple of heads of cabbage, one of my favorites, and cook a little pan of cornbread.
Somebody said he's going to be up this way next weekend for gun season. What part? Thank y'all for all joining.
We don't really do, I mean, I do a little bit of gun hunting. I don't do a lot, very little. I mean, every now and then I may shoot one just because it gave me the opportunity close to the house. I'd rather get out there and bow hunt. I mean, nothing against gun hunting. I've gun hunted all my life. I'm waiting for the weather to get a little bit colder.
Cajun fam said, hey, the Cajun in the house.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
John said he just ain't been too good mentally. Don't want to pass it off with a bad attitude. Hey.
Hey, man. Stay positive. You've always got us. You've always got everybody else. We love y'all. You need somebody to talk to, reach out. I don't know if Adam's on here.
No, he's not on here yet.
I was supposed to call him yesterday evening and ended up getting in a little bit later than I expected, and was going to call him this morning, and then we had to, unexpectedly had to run to town. Just got back.
Hey, Cody, how was that game last night? Oh, he said how them fajitas come out.
Oh, that came out good, man. The fajitas came out good. Me and the wife hung out and watched the game and partially cried at the end. But,
yeah, we came down, 2 weekends? Was it 2 weekends?
what?
The 16th. What's the day? The 6th.
We went to Louisiana
Yeah.
on the 6th.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we did. We're from Louisiana, but we've been living in Arkansas for about 5 years. Oh, it's snowing in Ohio. I was looking at my...
Hopefully we'll get a couple of snows here. That's when I like to go hunting. Those deer kind of just get to lollygagging.
Yeah. I was looking at my Facebook memories, and it had on there, we had snow like 3 years ago. It was like 17 degrees at 6:30 in the morning. Baton Rouge. Yes, we have our own garden.
We do a spring garden, spring, summer, and of course we do a fall garden.
No, this is, we just like to cook outside. We actually have a kitchen on the inside of our house. Yeah, I agree with that. Said it was a good game, but horrible coaching and, where'd it go?
Yeah, there ain't no doubt.
Horrible coaching and clock management.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole thing, but it was a good game. I mean,
We do live in North Arkansas.
Who said what?
Somebody said need to move to North Arkansas. We're between Mountain Home and Harrison. We're about as far north as you can almost get. Hey, Courtney.
Courtney, what's up, sweetheart?
I'm glad he did a video duet getting no service on Veterans Day. City boy, the older I get, the more I want to come out into the country.
Always welcome to come hang out and eat with us. Just give us a little heads up.
People are asking, what are you cooking?
We're cooking a deer roast, smothered cabbage, and cornbread.
I need one of them tables you got there.
That table, I had an old walnut tree I was milling, and I cut a block off the end of it, and this was part of the block, and I finally set it on my mill and just I cut about 6 of these slabs, and some guy came by and ended up buying most of them. I think I ended up with 2.
Backwoods Virginia boys on.
What's going on, guys?
Shelly, Courtney said she's gonna drive over and surprise Shelly, and then they coming up here to eat one weekend.
Come on. Y'all know y'all more than welcome.
Somebody said wash them.
Wash what?
I guess your green onions. I don't know.
Oh, they've been washed. They come out of, usually I just pick them straight out the ground and go with them, but they don't need to be washed. Shit. You're gonna cook them. Feel like the less I wash shit, stronger my immune system gets.
He does all the cooking on the weekends. And maybe once a week. I do all the cooking during the week. Because I work from home, so. Cooking is washing. Yep, we like to eat dirt. Loving the cool weather in Virginia. It's 27 degrees this morning. That's about what it was here.
Yeah.
I think it's like 50 now.
Yeah, probably in the 40s.
Do y'all grow tomatoes? Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm cooking venison backstrap, onions, taters, carrots from my garden today in Michigan.
We grow a lot of tomatoes. We grow a lot of...
Dirt don't hurt. It makes you grow.
Yeah, well, you know, I ain't gonna lie.
You fucking...
It may be a little bit of stuff people don't understand or don't like or just not accustomed to, but I guarantee you ever go sit behind the scenes of a restaurant that you probably eat in pretty often, you'd be surprised at what you actually eat. Or what they actually do with it. I'll take just a little bit of dirt outdoors. You know, all our ancestors ate like this at one time with no choices. Obviously, it worked out pretty good because we all made it here.
Next time I'm at my cabin spot, I will come cook with y'all. Come on.
Come on, man. We welcome people.
If I miss your comment, I apologize.
It just means she don't like you.
No, it's just, I got some Benadryl in me right now, so I'm trying to keep up.
Bring some of this dirt aluminum.
Oh yeah, you got beer today. Morgantown. We live in Arkansas. We've been here for about 5 years.
I got this kind of browned a little bit.
The crackling sound is grease.
I always put a little lard in there to brown my deer meat. I'll wrap this up so we don't get no more dirt on it.
Cheers. Let's see. No, we're not camping. We actually live out here. It's like an outdoor kitchen. Cheers from Thibodeau. Yeah, we pretty much live in the boondocks.
Yep, straight up. Boonies.
I'm at road 1420, just over the hill or two from y'all. Are you toward Lead Hill? Come on down, we'll eat some gator, nutria, catfish. I'll do the gator and catfish, but no nutria.
I've eaten it all.
Yes, he hunts.
I lived 45 years in Louisiana. Believe me, ain't much.
We're between Harrison and Mountain Home.
Ain't much in Louisiana I haven't eaten.
Yes, we have an indoor kitchen. Hey, Steel City, how are you doing? He just came in and said, I'm just doing a quick hello.
What's up, brother? Glad to see you join us for a second. Hope everything's going well with you.
I make those rugs. Born and raised in the southeast woods of southeastern Kentucky. We worked over there by Clay City and Stanton.
Moorhead.
We just like living close, like in the mountain area. This kind of reminded us of like Pennsylvania and stuff, and we found this piece of land. So, what's a nutria?
Nutria?
Yeah.
A nutria is basically a big water rat.
Yeah, Mountain Home.
Basically, it's a big water rat.
I'm from New Jersey, and this blows my mind. Thank y'all for sharing.
Well, welcome.
I live in Clay City. We worked there at the Kinder Morgan. Our winters, not really super cold. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's
super cold. It just don't stay for like weeks.
This is a tailgate party for the Steelers game.
We'll get snow. It'll get, below freezing. It may stay below freezing for a week or so. But anything as far as horse, 0 and stuff, we'll only get that maybe for 3 or 4 days. And then it'll warm back up until say 30s and 40s. Then we may get snow. It lasts for, 3 or 4 or 5 days.
What kind of wood do you use?
White oak and red oak. Now in my smokehouse, I use a lot of red oak and white oak, but I use a lot of hickory and cherry, wild cherry, in the smokehouse.
We actually work for a living. We don't live off the government.
I've never once taken nothing from the government. I've given them some bitches a lot.
Nice fall weather with a deer roast.
Deer roast, smothered cabbage.
Somebody said they'll take their bacon extra crispy.
Yeah, that's how I like mine.
Backwoods Virginia boy said, much love. Thanks for popping in my lives, brother.
Hey, thank y'all for popping in, man. I appreciate it. We'll continue supporting each other and doing this. And
Dodge City's what?
educating.
About 3 miles from here, 4 miles, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 miles. It ain't that far from us.
We'll help educate each other and maybe learn a little bit from each other. I know I get on there on some lies all the time, and I learn shit. And that's what I love about it. That's about the best thing about this app. You get to see people's different lifestyles and ways of living.
This is actually our home. We're not camping. I want some of that cornbread. There's a pot over there he's fixing to put on to cook here in a little bit. I love this shit forest. Looks nice and peaceful. Heck, the leaves in the past week, the leaves are starting to fall.
I say fuck it, let them fall.
That would be a cool photo of you and him on the trailer. There, he's actually got a picture. If you go back and look, our son took a picture of him sitting at the at his smokehouse. This is sort of dinner, lunch and dinner.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit late lunch, but we'll eat it at about 1, 2 o'clock, and then we'll probably eat a bite again at about 5 or 6. It's always better the second time you eat it.
Have you ever tried applewood for your thing?
I mean, I have bought some in the store, you know, the little bags. We don't have any, you know, applewood available as far as just out, you know, around here. I try to use what woods are available locally in a sense, so I ain't gonna get a whole tree. So I've not done a lot of applewood.
Any old walls or hornet's nests laying around?
Yeah, they got a bunch. They got several old hornet's nests around. Usually, if I during the summer, if I don't light my smokehouse up about too much, I usually got wasp nests in there about this damn big around.
We're not 100% off the grid yet. We do have electric. We're in the process of getting that done. There was something. Pay attention, everyone. The way everything is going, we might be cooking and eating like this.
But I can tell you,
I love the respect you show. It's all about y'all in the deer stand this morning.
Even when things are going good, which they have for us for a long time, we've always tried to cook this way as much as we could. It's just, for me, it was more, you know, this is just the way this is the way that our families cooked and grew up years ago. They didn't have no stoves. And it was just always something I enjoyed doing. My dad used to do this when we were kids. And of course, I've said this before, I, you know, lost him when I was 11. That just is always something I've enjoyed doing, and my wife and I both enjoyed doing it with our kids. We moved out here in the middle of nowhere, and we get the opportunity to do it as often as we want.
Let me answer because I'm like 100 behind. Just want to go through them real quick. Somebody said they're 100% off their grid on the Atchafalaya Swamp. Where are you at on the Atchafalaya? There was something. Makes me miss my pawpaw. Thank you for sharing. I'm going to give my dad y'all's channel. He would love it. I'm hoping to go into town next week. I've been behind on adding stuff to his YouTube channel. So I'm going to add what I can in the next couple of days. What are you cooking?
Cooking a deer roast, smothered cabbage, and cornbread.
We're in between Mountain Home and Harrison. I keep forgetting how to pronounce her name. She's from Brazil. Jida? I can't remember. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. Speak into extinct because I need a good man that can cook and enjoy it like him. Yeah, we're in the process of building up a cabin. Adding on, yeah.
We just got to do a little milling. We got some logs to mill, and we're going to get to work. We're going to add on.
Show them the cornbread. Everybody, a bunch of people's asked for cornbread.
Well, I ain't cooked it yet.
No, they just want to see if you... Jamaica. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Jamaica. I'm
It ain't cooked yet. It's still raw. We're fixing to put it on, though.
Hello from Texas, just popping in. Y'all need a rake? Hell no.
Y'all need what?
We need a rake. We'd have to rake 40 acres. Just
rake? I ain't raking a damn thing. That big head.
If you want, you can come rake it.
They'll go away. They'll go away eventually.
If y'all don't mind, double tap and share with y'all's friends. Hello from Biloxi. Yeah, we live in the woods. We're about a quarter mile off the highway. Yep, the breeze, the wind that we've been getting here lately, it'll probably blow away.
You couldn't rake fast enough.
How often do we season the cast iron? Every time we clean them? Hot or cold pan? That was a cold pan. We are in North Arkansas right now, but we've been here for about 5 years. We're originally from Louisiana. That smells good all the way in California. John said he lives in town, he refuses to rake.
Hey, what?
He lives in town, he refuses to rake. Hell, as many trees that we've got around us, it don't pay. We got to wait for them all to completely fall off the trees before we even think about it.
Or you do like I do about every 2-3 years. What I do once they all fall off.
Yes.
I just make me a barrier, and then we burnt about 30 acres a couple of years ago. Burned all the underbrush.
Yes, we live in a house.
But these leaves don't hurt nothing. Hell, I leave them right here where they at. And by next spring, a little bit of grass will come up. The leaves will be all starting to deteriorate. They'll just make topsoil. That's all they'll do.
He's from a little town called Moorville, just close to Chapelaya in Ovalls Parish, and I'm from around Baton Rouge. Same here. I'm from Louisiana, now in Fayetteville. No, we don't need no leaf blower. We'll have a natural leaf blower when the wind comes around. Greetings from Mexico.
Hey, welcome.
I come from the smallest town in the country, which is Rhode Island. Oh, the smallest state. I'm sorry. Yep, go Tigers. Morning. Can we hear the calls? Bootler Road.
Bootler Road.
Yep. New Jersey. Hello from the Navajo Nation.
Oh, here come the wind.
Yeah, New Orleans.
No.
Yep.
Turn the fire. I'm gonna turn the heat up. Ain't no knobs on this stove.
Right now, this is our house. Our Kwanzaa hut, but we're adding on.
We're adding on
to our cabin. To an actual cabin.
Then once we get the cabin completely done, half of the Kwanzaa hut will be kind of a guest house, outdoor kitchen. And we'll actually be living right here, right behind where we're sitting.
No, we actually, oh, Amish country in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. No, we actually catch rainwater, or we have it brought in.
Or we haul it in.
Or we haul it in. Our cast iron came from flea markets, family.
Just all over.
We just show the outside. We keep the inside private. Yeah, it snows sometimes. 40 acres. Yeah, we're going to have a fireplace in the cabin.
Oh, yeah.
Not a big one, because the cabin ain't going to, I mean, it's going to be a small cabin. It's just going to be a living room, kitchen, a bedroom, and we're going to make our bathroom kind of like a
It'll be a
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah, with the washer, dryer, like utility type. And then later on, he's going to build a big pantry to where it'll be climate controlled. It's a Kwanzaa hut. What's for dinner?
We're cooking a little deer roast, smothered cabbage. I just browned some bacon. Get this over lettuce. Cabbage.
Lumberjack said he finally unblocked.
Me or him?
Him. His main account. Do you make preserves? Yeah. Can we see what the rock is cooking? Yeah, we have pets. We have 3 dogs, 2 cats, a bunch of chickens, and 3 turkeys. Here, I guess it's probably about 11 something. I'm not real sure what exactly time it is.
See, all your scraps like this.
Somebody said they can hear it.
All the scraps like this, you just throw that out there, and when I cut them chickens loose, them chickens will come out there and clean that up for you. So it ain't like we just throw shit in the yard for shits and giggles.
This part will never be enclosed. The other part, we're hoping to have it done by this time next year, if not sooner. No, we're actually in Arkansas. We're from Louisiana. We've only been living here for about 5 years. Thought the dogs would be hanging around that roast deer. Well, we left
them inside.
Luna's inside.
I don't know where Casper's at.
No, we don't eat these. We just have lay-in chickens. We're going to get some meat chickens next year. We are between Harrison and Mountain Home. Can we see your face, lady? I don't know if y'all want to see it. I'm a little...
You know, what's ironic
I'll do it real
we've
quick.
Gone places and people hear
I'll show y'all
her
real
talking.
quick.
They'll hear her talk.
Hey, everybody.
And they'll instantly say, oh, I know that voice. That's the voice behind the camera with Cajun Custom Calls.
My daddy told me dating is like duck hunting. If you miss 2 shots, don't take another one.
That's it.
We have 40 acres. Thank y'all. Why are you saying ugh? Yeah, Jed Clampett's my uncle.
Oh, boy, it's fixing to take off right here.
I'm from Thibodeau, but live in Mississippi.
Right, you'll always be a Louisiana boy, or girl, or woman, whatever you want to call it.
That was on his main account about the trip in the woods. So,
The what?
the trip in the woods to go hunting.
Yeah, my main account, I had that on there, and then it got banned. It got taken down, and then it got completely taken down. So I haven't been able, I can't even get on the account. It no longer exists.
That shine back there looks good, Shine. Ash Flat, that's what, about an hour away?
Ash Flat, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to do the same thing, John. I just didn't. We're not 100% off the grid. We do have electricity, but we're hoping that after we finish our cabin, then we're going to add solar panels. And then we're going to tell the electric company to come get this shit and get it out of here.
Come on.
I appreciate that, y'all. Yeah, we have Wi-Fi because I got to have Wi-Fi for my business. City people just don't get it.
I'm going to learn y'all something. A little bit of sugar in that cabbage. Not a lot. About 3 teaspoons.
I need to get some overalls.
Knock that bitterness out.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have a power, yeah, it'll still be the same. You buy batteries, but I don't have to worry about the electric company coming here and spraying my my crop without my permission.
Or the fruit trees.
Yeah, our fruit trees, and stuff coming to cut down our persimmon trees that's inside of the woods because it might, yeah, no. How close do you live to the nearest Starbucks? Well, there's a little bitty one in Mountain Home, and then there's one in Branson. So
about an hour.
So about an hour. Not a lot. He dumped the whole jar. There was just a little bit in there.
What?
Dumped the whole thing of sugar.
And 3 teaspoons I put. I actually put it in there with a teaspoon.
Solar either needs battery to run or batteries. Yeah, batteries. But I ain't got to worry about the electric company coming back on my property whenever I got rid of all of it. Because they have no reason to be back here.
But I can buy 10 batteries.
You still have power bill with your electric company with solar panels.
No, you don't.
Do a little bit more research.
So you're telling me if I cut the power off the pole completely and I run 100% off my solar panels and batteries and I don't sell no electricity back to the electric company, that they gonna send me?
Oh my God! Guess who is on here?
Who?
Robert.
Is he?
Yes. Oh my God! Where have you been? It has been months.
Where you been, Robert?
They said I do still pay my company $60 a month with panels.
The channels.
For his panels. With my panels.
Oh.
Are you renting it from them?
Well, yeah, you went through the electric company to get your panels and get set up. And there is a lot of people that do that. That's not what we're doing. We're buying our panels on our own. We're buying our batteries. We've done a lot of research. You know, I'm by no means, I'm not an expert on trying to set up for people or anything. But there are certain batteries.
No, Robert don't owe us money. He used to come on our lives all the time.
Oh, no, Robert, we just hadn't heard from him, and instantly, we didn't know if maybe something happened, he got sick or something. We hadn't been able to get in touch with him just to just to see and check on him. Just glad to see he's back. Just a great friend.
Yes, we have furniture.
Yeah, look, table, chair.
Everybody's on here saying hello, Robert. Yes, he works, and I'm self-employed. Get Starlink. We can't get it out here. Everybody else is all around us. They just a mile up the road, they put fiber optic with another internet company, and we can't even get it. While we wait, we hydrate.
All right, we got a little deer roast back in here with all our goodies.
Shotgun of beer for $20. Nope, we don't take no money from TikTok. Except for whatever gifts are given on the live. As far as create,
we don't personally take any of it.
No.
We take it off the app, but we donate it to whatever benefit we're working on, the things we're doing to help people. We just got done with the Foes of Honor event in Louisiana, and we're working right now on doing this spring, March or April, we're going to have a benefit here in the old town for St. Jude's.
Let's see, there was something. Oh, my business, I make tumblers. I make stuff like this welcome mat. I do, well, I'm trying to get away from shirts because it's so hard to get them, but I make a lot of door hangers, stuff like that. I refurbish furniture. Miss Millie said, who's that handsome bearded man, LOL?
Your boyfriend?
Paragould, Arkansas. Cause we rather give it to somebody else. He don't even have a creator fund. Timber Cutter Patriot. Hey, how's it going, y'all?
What's up, everybody? What's up? Y'all welcome. Come on in. Just hang out. Maybe drink a beer.
We live in Arkansas. I make stuff like the one right here that y'all see that says what the fuck. I make that, and then I just make.
I got the lid on everything.
I can put design, just about any kind of design on it. Thank you, Mr. Art. I appreciate it, ma'am. Said you're lucky. You're lucky to have each other.
Oh, I know for damn sure I'm lucky.
That Starlight link, is that the one for Elon Musk? Elon Musk, I mean?
My damn.
Make sure you get a plastic lid on a jar. Do you believe in handkerchiefs or washing hands? How can I buy one? You can message him on here, or you can go to my TikTok, Victoria's Mountain Design.
I believe in handkerchiefs or rubbing something down my pants leg. And then I wash my hands when I feel like they need to be washed.
I'm hoping, I don't have a website yet. I'm in the process of trying to get all my products and his products, because I'm going to just do it all in one. It's been a rough couple of days. Tested positive for COVID. Mr. Art, you are in our prayers for sure.
Absolutely, man. We're definitely keeping in our prayers. And stay strong. You'll come through it.
But yeah, also besides TikTok, we also have Facebook. My Facebook is Victoria's Design and Crafts, and on here it's just Victoria's Design. Victoria Mountain Design.
You got Instagram. Cajun Custom Calls on Facebook, Instagram. Here, TikTok.
Slip
YouTube.
joint, or lock back pocket knife.
The what?
Slip joint or lock back pocket knife. Yes, it's Dutch oven cooking.
I love all kind of knives, man. We talked about this just the other night. I probably got over 200-300 knives.
Yeah, I got a bunch of little knives I used to have in my, actually Victoria is named after our granddaughter's name, and that's what I named my business after. My name is actually Angel. Yeah, we named it. Our granddaughter actually named the mountain Victoria's Mountain. Yeah, no, Victoria's Mountain Design. Our granddaughter actually named it. He's about 6'1". Well, just let me know what you want, and all that, and I'll be happy to help any way I can. Yes, we have YouTube, but I need to update and add a bunch of videos. I just haven't been able to with the Folds of Honor event. I just didn't have time. My cabin is a 16 by 40, and will be delivered this week. I'm sitting on 33 acres. Awesome.
Shit, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, if you see right here, right above my finger, that's a Dutch oven with cornbread in it.
When we get done with our cabin, not counting the porch and stuff, our cabin will end up being 24 by 24, basically.
Robert says, I use my knife all the time. Gotta head to work. Good hearing from y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all's weekend. Same to you, Robert.
I'm glad you enjoyed the knife, man.
Hi, this is Billy Kyle from Bella Vista, Arkansas.
Welcome, welcome.
Ken. The cabin's behind me, some of it. And then we're going to add on to all that. What are you cooking?
The smothered cabbage. Check that out right there. That right there make you slap your mama. I ain't lying.
Gillsburg, Mississippi. I used to live in
Smothered
Liberty.
cabbage. Woo! So, I mean, you can't make this shit up.
I lived in Liberty. I went to ASC over there. What does he make the knives?
What do I make my knives? I don't make a lot of knives, very few. I randomly here and there I'll get the notion, depending on if I find a piece of steel I like, but I don't really have and I've not made enough knives to even get into, talking a whole lot about forging knives. I probably fucked up more material than I've ever made good shit with.
Aubrey, Texas. How are you folks doing?
I've made some knives from railroad spikes, springs, just about anything, I guess. A lot of them probably ain't that been worth the shit neither.
He's cooking a deer roast with smothered cabbage. Hello from East Tennessee.
Two of my favorite knives. Let me go get them real quick. Two of my favorite knives I ever made.
He'll usually after he finishes live, when he goes to finish fix his plate. After we get off the live, he'll fix his plate, and then I'll do a video of him doing it to show y'all like more of an up close and all together. Yeah, he's cooking cornbread in the back. Yeah, we make sure. Yeah, we do have a cookbook coming out. I'm hoping next year. I'm just going to take some time away for the rest of the year. He cleans it with hot water and just like a Brillo pad type thing.
Now this is just the kind of shit I like to make. Just a little low skinning knife, all that is. Just a little old bone handle, little skinny ass, thin blade, got nothing. Tote that right down on your hip. I guarantee you, I've toted a many pound of meat out of the wood, toting nothing but that right there. And this right here, a little old stone, and a couple of pocket knives. But for some of them big fancy knives, I just ain't never had no use for them. Half of them too big me to even handle it. Whoop my ass.
And that's a good tater knife.
Huh?
That's a good tater knife. Oh, he ain't gonna sell that. That's his personal. Somebody said, how much would it cost if I bought that from you when you ship it to me?
Shit. I made them two knives. I just put a new hide on that sheet. I made that little old case out of leather and then put that hide on there. That's the second, you can see that's the second layer of hide I put on it.
We're from Louisiana, but we live in Arkansas
I
now.
made them knives probably about 28 years ago. That's some.
Sorry about that. I love both of your southern. I think it might be ours. I think it might be ours. I think it might be ours.
Were they going in and out?
Just let's see. My connect. Yeah, well, Justin said his keeps lagging. Ours is. It's going in and out. I don't know. Could be the wind. It's going in and out. I don't know. Could be the wind. Apologize for it.
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it keeps freezing up. I apologize. After he gets his all settled down and whatever, I gotta get off of here for a couple minutes and I'll let him talk to y'all. Yeah, I think it's us. Right now it's saying good connection. Earlier it did say loss. Connection. Connection is getting worse. Well, right now it's saying good connection. You have that living out in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why a lot of times, a lot of people will message or they'll ask me why I don't go live more often. Hell, I mean, it's just hard. You don't never know if you even gonna have signal on service.
I'm 100% off the grid here in the high desert of Southern California. We getting there.
Slowly,
Now they're just coming back. Now they're saying, no, you're back. You're back again.
slowly but surely, we getting there.
Yeah, our service. I mean, what's bad is we got to cut all the TVs off, all the Wi-Fi out, and we got to cut everything that takes Wi-Fi out here. We got to cut it all off and stuff just to be able to go live. You both are just a cute couple, so old-fashioned. I appreciate it. Justin said he got to go out to his driveway to get a signal. He's cooking a deer roast and a gravy with smothered cabbage. And then I got to go make some rice on the inside. Hi from Canada. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I could fix that internet problem, guarantee. How? What is smothered cabbage? Just cabbage cooked down in bacon?
Smothered cabbage is...
Yeah, we do, John.
Basically, the way we do it, I would do.
What was that?
We fry about a pound of bacon, honey.
Oh.
We fry about a pound of bacon. Pull the bacon out, leave the bacon grease in there, cut your cabbage up. Kind of roll it around and get a little bit of the bacon grease on all your cabbage. Season it. I put a little sugar in mine. Just now I put 2 teaspoons of honey, raw honey. Put your bacon back in it, add just a touch of water, put a lid on it, and let it just, smother, I guess as we call it, with the lid on. Just periodically stir it so it don't stick to the bottom. Add a little water if you got to, and just let it cook kind of in a Dutch oven or basically any pot with a lid.
Well, we thank y'all. We're glad we made you Sunday. It means a lot. If we can just make one person smile, that means a lot.
That's the only reason we do this. Going live, we do the live just so people can, get out and see it and enjoy something, enjoy their day, maybe get a smile. You always have a better day when you smile. I made my wife smile the night I met her. She ain't laughed since.
Well, thank you for joining in. So I said they need to go prep for Sunday family dinner. New grandson this week. Awesome, congrats.
Congratulations. Can't wait to see some videos on TikTok.
Yeah. I thought you were. Cabbage rock in general. What? Love watching you guys. Same to you. Hope you have a good day. Love watching y'all every Sunday from Indiana. Thank y'all.
Hey, appreciate that, guys. Like I said, we love getting out here. We do this. Sometimes we do it 4 or 5 times a week. We try to make it a regular thing every Sunday. Now, of course, I'm sure there'll be some days where maybe the weather or...
What are you cooking?
Got a deer roast, smothered cabbage, and a pot of cornbread going over there. Kind of hard to beat good old deer roast and a gravy with some smothered cabbage. A big old thick old cornbread gonna be about that thick when it's done. I mean, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be more like corn cake. Something's gonna be like that thick.
Yeah, we got fishing close by. Got Bull Shoals, the White River, Norfolk,
Buffalo River.
Buffalo River.
We got plenty of fishing.
It's 55 and feels like 52. What is a Dutch oven? These right here are Dutch ovens. And you just cook in them like if you cooking over a
So
stove.
this is a Dutch oven. This is actually just a cast iron pot. The difference is, look at the lids on them. A Dutch oven, this pot has got little legs on the bottom of it, and it's got a lip around the whole lid. That lid is more dome shaped, and the bottom is flat. This one you can cook like I am by hanging it, or this one too. But if I had to, this pot here is designed to just set on the ground, and it stays up off the ground so you can get coals up under it. You don't set your pot in a sense directly on top of the coals so it don't wobble around.
Real quick before it goes up, somebody got them an 8-point.
Hey, congratulations. Throw a picture of something up there.
They can't throw a picture.
Make the rest of us jealous.
Yeah. We are in Arkansas right now.
Can't comment putting a picture?
Nope.
Well, TikTok need to get that shit straight. That's fucked up.
Originally from Louisiana. But been in Arkansas for about 5 years. Hope you're doing well also.
Look, any of y'all got vacation time coming up next year? Y'all ain't sure what to do with it. Y'all come over here March, April, we're gonna have our St. Jude benefit. Y'all come hang out with us.
He's originally from Avoyelles Parish and East Baton Rouge Parish for me. Hey, they quit serving lunch at McDonald's. That means it's time to drink.
What, somebody did too early?
Yep. They said,
Hell no.
drinking already, old man. It's barely past noon. Oh, well.
Hey, they quit serving breakfast at
30.
10:30. There you go. The adults would take over at that point.
Yep. And trust me, I'm not in the mood for it today, so I may say something. If I offend anybody, I apologize. No, I don't.
It don't matter. Hell, look.
My cousin was at St. Jude's in 1988. Yeah, my nephew was there 10 years ago. And he's still a patient for him.
You know, God
This is as far as I can go with the land. Because I don't want to lose no internet service, but this is our backyard. And, well, can't see it. There is a smokehouse. There's a little bit of it. Have to...
You know, St. Jude's has been a place that's touched a lot of our hearts. They've done a lot for a lot of, you know, people, a lot of kids. So, it's something my wife and I have always tried to give back to. So, I mean, you know, we do probably 2 big benefits a year. And then we do 2 or 3 smaller benefits to help individuals and you know, personally with maybe health issues or something. So the first one for next year will be for St. Jude's, and then throughout the year we'll figure out what our next event will be after that. But right now we're going to focus on St. Jude.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and then somebody put, our Couillon drinking day never has a start time.
Now, I grew up in a parish like most people in Louisiana did. I grew up in a parish where the only time you couldn't buy beer or alcohol, liquor, anything, whatever you want to call it. See, in Louisiana, there's a difference. We don't call it beer or alcohol. We just call it all, hey, you want to go get some liquor? You want to go get some beer? You can go to a convenience store, buy any of it. There ain't no damn liquor stores. It's all just, you go to a convenience store, get whatever you want. They quit selling it at 2 in the morning, and they start back up at 6 in the morning. That's the only laws and stipulations in most parishes in Louisiana. is they can't sell alcohol between 2 and 6 a.m. So even though the law says we can drink at 10:30, and if you out in the woods in Louisiana with a bunch of couillons like I grew up with, you motherfucker maybe never stop drinking.
Robert Gaspar, he's from Vermilion Parish.
You be running that damn airboat or mud boat, chasing shit you can't even find, but you be drinking, be catching frogs while it's daylight.
Eric said not to make so much noise. He's trying to hunt.
You better be quiet. There's a big one right around the curve. He's fit to come out.
I was 9 when he was there. A clown was there visiting. Can you buy a car on Sundays? I'm sure you can.
Can you buy what?
A car.
Well, hell yeah, you can buy a car on Sunday. You just gotta find somebody that got a car for sale. Hell, I bought my boat. I bought my boat on a Sunday.
Ouachita Parish. No, my baby. He's not south of I-10.
I was about to punch you right in the lip.
I'm from south of I-10. He's north of I-10. But not far. He's not too far above I-10.
And I was going back to the same conversation I had with everybody else. I worked a lot around Fouchon, Galliana.
A little louder for the people in the woods.
And
Jackson.
of everybody working down in South Louisiana with all them Cajuns, I was the only motherfucker that lived anywhere outside of Fouchon or that area that could speak French.
Yep, that's shine on the back. Hey, you're welcome. We try to answer as many as I can.
My grandmother passed away at 93 in what? 2000. What year my mom died?
I need a... Oh, shoot. 90... No.
No, 2002 or 3.
Yeah, something like that.
2002 or 3, my grandmother passed away at 93 years old. She still she still couldn't make a complete sentence in English without throwing 2 or 3 French words in there.
I'm gonna need an invite. I'll bring the beer.
Come on.
I sell cars in Michigan. I'm not able to do business on Sunday. It is up to a year in jail and fines. Oh, Lord.
Really?
You can't buy a new card with cash.
Can't buy a new car with cash?
Yeah, Eric said he's tried. Yes, we have dogs. He is cooking. It's 12:14 in Thibodeau. Thibodeaux, as they say on King of the Hill.
Thibodeau.
Thibodeaux.
Y'all want to see one of the dogs? Let me go get that.
Speak French from me. I just know a few words. Passe là-bas. Tonchu. Comment ça va? I'll remember that. Yeah, if you want to show up, you better message before you show up. Don't just show up on your own.
Hey, y'all don't laugh. That's my little hippo. She's a baby hippopotamus. Don't. She's a baby hippopotamus.
Yeah, when our oldest one, when he was little, when he used to work offshore, he worked for Grand Isle Shipyard, and he used to go out of Lafourche. Well, when Hunter started learning how to talk, I used to teach him, hey, when Daddy comes home, say, "Don't you, Daddy." Well, he learned to say it to everybody, and they all got a kick out of it. Yeah, that's a big old baby.
Well, so.
We wasn't expecting that. Thought you had howl dogs. We have a Catahoula Healer mix.
That's saying Ted Duh.
Yeah, Ted Duh.
Motherfucker, a hard head. That's what she is.
Yeah. I don't want to get shot. I'll bring my crossbows and some comfort guns. And there's a little lumber yard right there by the house. Mr. Robert Lemoyne. And it's, when you go to check out, he'll say, "Come see, come saw." Every time, no matter who it was or nothing.
Woo! Hold on. Là, c'est parti, vieux.
My mom was born. What part of Louisiana was she born in? Somebody said, "I'll bring whiskey and beer if we can drink all weekend."
Come on, hell, the only difference is you not here. I do that already. Hell, you ain't threatening me with what I do on a weekend basis.
It's a little windy here today, but it's sun shining, no clouds, about 55 degrees. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. I'm at work. You have a blessed one too, sir.
Be safe. We'll get through the day without you, but it ain't 'cause we want to.
I've got ammo and ice. I got some Tannerite.
I ain't gonna even go to talking about shit I might have got.
Nah.
I got a good heart.
Yep.
That's what I got.
He's cooking a deer roast and a gravy, smothered cabbage, and back there he's messing with the cornbread. You have a blessed day too, sir.
I'm not sure about y'all, but I'm pretty sure this right here is gonna be motherfucking good.
We are in north central Arkansas, between Harrison and Mountain Home.
As the ones on here earlier talking about eating the dirt, man, I can't wait to eat this dirt. This right here is gonna be gooder than Momo's homemade pie.
Exactly. Yes, we're married. We've been married 27 years.
Judge said I can't get rid of her. Or at least without giving her half the shit I don't have. How would that work, man? We got a divorce.
Springfield, Missouri.
You live on 20, I live on 20?
You're a little under 2 hours from us.
Springfield?
Yeah, Camden,
Yeah,
Arkansas.
About an hour and 40 minutes.
Love seeing y'all cook. I'm going to come visit one day.
Come on.
I used to work for a company called Woodson Inc. in Plaquemine. Now I'm in South Central Arkansas. Yes, Cabbage.
South Central. Is that like I need to go duck hunting with you? South Central?
She said, just tell me what to bring. Hey, what's the secret? I bet he got answers. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he got some answers.
The what?
Somebody asked, what's the secret to being married like we have? He said, I bet he got some answers.
Shit. Yeah,
I
I've got all the real answers, though.
I should put on his little TikTok video, hey, you talking too loud. You're supposed to be hunting.
I got all the real answers on what makes a marriage last.
Hey, he must have heard me. I was just talking about you. I'm looking at one of your videos, Eric, about the peanut butter and jelly. I just said, talking too loud. He's supposed to be hunting. He's the lucky one from what I've seen. She got a lemon.
That's exactly what I was fixing to tell you. Always aim high, and then when you catch one above what you should have, you just learn right then. The easiest thing to do, just agree with everything they say. Learn how to cook. all jokes aside, it's definitely got to be a 50-50.
Yeah, he put some sugar in it.
It's got to be a 50-50 deal. You know, she's going to want to do things that cost money, and you're going to be like, fuck, I don't want to spend that money on that. But believe me, we do a lot of shit that we spend a lot of money on that they don't have nothing to do with.
Bacon.
So just be true to each other and support each other. People say don't go to bed mad. That's bullshit. Go to bed mad. You'll wake up the next morning a whole lot fucking happier than if you try to sit down and argue about it at 2, 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Neither one of you sleep. Just go to bed mad. Get up the next morning. At least you'll be rested. And then just give in and tell her you're sorry.
Somebody wants you to speak French.
Come on, ça va, bien?
Hey. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And I was going to say, hey, if you're from Louisiana, you know what this is. How many of y'all know what galette is? If you do, tell me.
Well, let me tell you a little story about that.
No, don't say nothing. Let's see how many people that are from Louisiana here know what a galette is.
Story about that. So the little town I grew up in, like I said before, most of the people where I grew up, the town itself I grew up in, most people spoke French. All the old people spoke French. You went visit your grandmothers, your aunts, uncles, whatever. They all spoke French. Nobody spoke English. Well, when my wife and I met, she didn't speak French.
I was classified, I guess you could say, as a Southern Belle.
She didn't speak French. Well, we did. So and most of you if you're from Louisiana, you're gonna know what this is. There's a little store they would sell. It's a food you go and buy, and it's called a pain toilette. Well, I sent my wife one day. I said, "Hey, go to T. Jim's and get a pack of pan toilettes. I'm gonna cook them for supper tonight." So my wife walks in there and she says, my husband wanting a pack of pantalettes.
No, it's a galette.
Oh, galette. He looked at my wife and he said, "Baby, we all looking for a pack of
galettes."
Galettes. He said, "We all looking for a pack of galettes." He said, "But I think your husband wants some pan toilettes." She said, "Oh, yeah, that's what he was wanting." Well, she come home and she said, "What the hell's a galette?" And I said, "Please tell me you didn't go in that fucking store and tell me you wanted fucking galettes." And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh my God." I said, you might not want to go back in there for a few weeks.
Well, to let y'all know, a galette is a woman's private part. And French is galette.
And pan toilettes is actually pork meat seasoned, ground up, and put into a liner that comes out of a pig and made into a ball. And you cook it in that liner, which the liner is the best part of it. But nevertheless, there is a difference between a galette and a pan toilette.
Yeah. Cooking like that looks so much fun.
I will say though, if my wife could have figured out a way to make a couple of packs of galettes, she'd probably made more money than T. Jim.
Yeah. Hell, all you gotta do is go to the Bunny Ranch. They selling a lot of galette over there.
Fucking go in the store, ask for a pack of galettes, boy.
My wife asks, "Why are we taking trips and buying stuff?" I say, "Because I can't make more money. I can't make more time." Whew. Hey, getting numb.
All right, there's the cornbread. Some of it's gonna be better than your second marriage.
I cook like that in Michigan. I was raised by a mountain man. I don't know how I'm supposed to take that, but
What?
I was raised by a mountain man. And he put LOL.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. When I met my wife, I asked her if she had any coon ass in her. She said no. For 28 years, I've been making sure I took care of that problem.
What do you call man and Caden? Huh?
What do you call man
And Caden.
and Caden? Hell, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can tell you what you call a coon ass in the Ozark Mountains. Confused.
Justin said as soon as he's finished his wood shop, I'm going to build a cabin. I think he's going to be off Thanksgiving Day and then that Friday, and we're going to start doing a lot.
Did Adam ever get on there?
Nuh-uh.
Damn it, I gotta call him.
My girlfriend dumped me,
Well,
so I pawned her wheelchair. That heifer came crawling back. I am so sorry. I'm going straight to hell for that laugh. God forgive me, but that is funny. I got a little friend. He's originally from Louisiana, but he lives in Nashville now, and he was he's paralyzed from the waist down. And he's in a wheelchair, and look, he makes so. Did you start a fire?
not yet, but I'm working on it.
But yeah, he makes so. Ow! Thank God we didn't get that on camera. What are you looking for?
My chair.
Oh, but he makes so much fun of being on a wheelchair. He kills me. He was accidentally, him and his dad were turkey hunting. Some around I think Donaldsonville or Gonzales, I can't remember. And his dad accidentally shot him. He was walking through the woods and it with some turkey shot, and it paralyzed him. And he's got the biggest heart you ever want to see. He is cooking a deer roast with a gravy and cabbage. Y'all are killing me. Oh yeah, that's... Keep the jokes coming. I'm going to have to tell Audrey that when he comes back about the lesbian. Yeah, they are. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're joining us. He came back with another joke.
What?
He came back with another joke. Just found out my elderly neighbors are lesbian. I bet those scissors are dull. John said I can't tell jokes on here, or y'all will get banned.
Hey.
It's about 50 something degrees, 55 degrees, I think.
We've been banned for a lot less. I don't really. I've gotten to the point. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, the only thing I ever cared about on this app was the people that follow me just to come cook, hang out like we are right now, talk bullshit, just have a good time. It does aggravate me when I can't go live and interact with everybody. But like so many people that just get on here and cry and moan and groan because they lost an account, and you know, and it was so profitable
This is our backyard. You can keep talking. I'm just...
I've never done anything on this app to be profitable.
And then that's our smokehouse. Where we at is just like an outdoor kitchen. You can't really leave because internet. Heck, just sometimes just sitting right here, it'll go out. But where we at, there's like a cabin behind us. We fixing to start adding on and finishing it up.
But now you get on here and you just want to tell jokes, and if they ban me for you telling a joke, don't worry about it. Don't. You get on here and do just like I do. You get on here and be yourself. And if they don't like it, fuck them. I don't give a fuck. I am who I am. I ain't changing for... Shornell ain't changing for a fucking app. Hell, I ain't changing for motherfuckers that was paying me $5 grand a week. I sure hell ain't gonna change for a fucking app.
Yes, we have a septic system. Yeah, it gets pretty cold here.
I do get we come out here and cook. And y'all see this.
Hey, every night he does that.
What I do every night? Because there's a couple of things I do every night.
Does he ever take you to the woods and kiss you between the limbs?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
That's the same guy that's telling the jokes.
One of my I'll tell you what, and I'm a big critic when it comes to music, because most of the music nowadays, especially country, what they call country music, ain't fucking country music. And the only reason I bring that up, one of my favorite songs that they ever came out with, I've got several, but one of my favorites was I Want to Check You for Ticks. Because my wife didn't understand that song when it first came out.
Till we went to Kentucky.
And then we went to Kentucky, and she ended up with a damn tick on her leg. And from then on, I've been able to check her for ticks damn near every night.
Let's see.
So thank God for ticks.
How far apart should I space my goose decoys?
It depends on how many you put out and how big of an area. You know, if you've got eight or 10 guys hunting with you, and you've got 300 decoys to set out, then I wouldn't set them more than about maybe 3-4 foot apart. But if you've got 100 to set out, and you've only 2 of you hunting, I wouldn't set them but maybe 2 foot apart and make a smaller flock in a sense, and then maybe put you 4 or 5 strays where the geese are gonna always come in against the wind.
Where the hell you been?
They're always gonna come in against the wind when they come in, so you get on the downside of the wind, or upside should I say, with the wind blowing in your back. And I always would put a big flock right around me, and then I'd put like 4 or 5 out a little ways, because they'll always fly over your decoys before they're going to consider lighting. And of course you're going to shoot them on the wing, so you put them couple out there, just ensure that they don't land way out in front of you. They'll keep hovering until they get over your decoys. So you want to keep them tight if you're a couple of hunters. If you got 8 or 10 hunters and you spread out in the distance, you of course can space them out depending again on the number of decoys you got.
Oh hell, it ain't that cold. If your junk looks like rabbit in a brush pile, imagine a piece of bubble gum stuck in an afro.
Yeah, that's what mine looks like, a piece of bubble gum caught in an afro. Hell, I got up the other morning, jumped out of fucking bed. I looked down, I thought a damn grub worm with a damn turtleneck had got in the bed.
No, he's probably telling me, I'm here. He's been gone for a couple of hours, just roaming in the woods.
Catherine.
He likes to chase squirrels and stuff.
Come here.
Casper.
Here. Motherfucker, when I'm the one that goes get a gun to go hunting.
Oh, he's soaking wet.
Casper.
Where you been?
He's been down there in that spring.
Go over there.
Casper. Here. You been in that fucking spring over there again.
Yeah, and he got those little picos with the...
Yeah, he's been down there probably fucking chasing raccoons or some shit down there. A little fish or something in that damn spring down at the bottom of the hill.
I'm hung like a stud field mouse.
Yeah,
Dude, you
no
are
doubt.
fucking killing it on
Yeah,
here.
you ain't no doubt. I tell you right now.
These jokes deserve a follow.
Yeah. If I tell you right now, if they ever sold that shit by the pound, I'd be like gold. I'd be in the fucking ounce department.
How much longer for everything?
Man, we talking jokes, and all of a sudden you ask me how long?
About the food?
Oh, I don't
We
know.
call those hijackers.
Probably about an hour.
I would love to put a I would love to put a GoPro on him.
On who? That dog?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Somebody said they call those hijackers.
I call them hitchhikers.
Maybe that's
Them
that's
motherfuckers
what
you
they get. Hitchhikers. What did I say?
Hijackers.
Oh, that's what they got. Hijackers.
I call them hitchhikers. You just fucking walk by, a motherfucker jumping in and gonna ride with you. Motherfucking hitchhikers. You can't pass when them so much is up, they don't get on you. You go through fucking places you don't even see hitchhikers walking through the woods, and you'll come home have them motherfuckers all over the place. I've been bringing them home, sticking them on my wife, see if they wouldn't work on her. I walk by and she'd just stick to me.
Go hunting all day, and this is what you pull up to.
Yeah. Well, hell, I've done that right here at the house. Go hunting all fucking day, drive up in the driveway. That fucking 3 gobblers standing in the fucking driveway, bowed up.
Where's the Coors Light at?
Gee! Well, empty.
Yeah, he loves to chase squirrels or anything that moves. Well, you want to...
Except female dogs now that we took his nads off. We took his nads off and it just made him want to kill squirrels and shit more.
He's killing me this morning. Hey guys, if y'all ain't never heard of this, if you got a girlfriend or a significant other, a boyfriend, it don't matter. Ask them if they want some tube steak smothered in cassons. Get a kick out of that. They might laugh at you.
If they from Louisiana, they'll know what you're talking about too.
Or Spanish.
Yeah, and you may get your damn lip fattened. Just depending. I asked my wife that. Of course
My sister has the swatting farts. God, thank y'all. I needed the laughs today. I really did.
Yeah, let me tell y'all. She wasn't gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. So we got up this morning. I made coffee. She decided to wash a couple of dishes that she didn't want to wash last night. Stuck a hand in the sink, somehow got bit on the fucking finger by a big ass spider.
And it hung on there.
And it just hung on, fangs and all. So, looking at it, I thought it was a wolf spider, which I know is, not, in a sense, not harmful enough that it's going to hurt a human. But, of course, there's so much had been swimming around backstroking in fucking soapy water, so I wasn't positive about the color because it was wet. Kind of looked like, we do have them here, it looked like a small tarantula. And I thought, well, fuck, last thing I want to do is go out and go live at 11 o'clock and then my wife fall out dead on the ground because I didn't take her to the hospital because of a spider bite. So we went to the hospital this morning.
Listen to this shit, what they told me.
We get over there, they come in, we got the spider in a bag. They look at the spider, ain't none of them got a fucking clue what it is except they know it's a spider. They look at my wife and they said, all right, well, ain't nothing we can do. Go home, and if your finger turns green or starts puffing up and look like you're rotting, come back. We'll have to do something. So, yeah, they sent us home. Said, fuck it. She's got 2 big fang fucking marks in her finger. I've got a dead spider in a Ziploc bag that I'm keeping now in case her fingers start falling off.
It's called two steak smothered and casson. Let's see, there's another one. You like duck sausage? Duck under the table and get some.
I hit my wife with that years ago. I asked my wife if she liked duck meat. I told her duck down and eat this meat.
He might go hunting this afternoon.
Shit, a couple more Coors Light. The only thing I'll be shooting be beside the house.
You ever heard of Stampede?
I'll fall 20 foot climbing 5.
Show us the spider. It's still in the bag in the...
Let me go get the damn thing. It's all curled up.
Or yeah, or falls off, come back, bring the finger. Yeah, exactly. They gave me 2 steroid pills and a Benadryl. So I'm kind of just sitting here. My finger feels real heavy and stuff and tight, and it's real sore. Here, do we have any napkins?
Some of it's still wet. It just look like a balled up black spider now.
Yeah, here he comes.
It don't look nothing like it did when it bit her.
Come up. May have to get some. No, we don't think it wasn't a brown LaCruz.
No, it wasn't a brown.
It happened about 8:30 this morning. No. Yeah, about 8 o'clock this morning. I guess because it wasn't a they don't think it was a brown LaCruz. It wasn't a black widow because it didn't have a red spot.
It wasn't a brown LaCruz.
But yeah,
I know that.
it's all good.
Before when it first bit her, and I got it and put it in a jar. You know, the little legs was pretty long. It was kind of standing real tall, kind of like a tarantula. You know, it was that his little body was kind of built like a tarantula, and you could even see his little fangs and stuff. I mean, he was pretty big when he was standing up tall. He was probably that big around.
Have you ever had?
And of course, we're new to the area, so I don't know exactly what snakes, or not snake. I do know the snakes. I don't know what fucking spiders they got. They got wood spiders out here that look like fucking tarantulas.
Draw a circle around where it got bit at if it crosses the line. John even said it could be a wolf spider.
Yeah.
And we looked it up. If that's what it is, it just said it's going to itch, swell, and I'll have some pain, and that's pretty much what I'm having.
When I first caught it, before it like died and kind of turned black, it had a lot of the colors and the look of a wolf spider.
And we just went just to be on the safe side.
Well, I went because I can't do these lives without her, so I mean, I got to keep her alive.
Okay, have you ever had a Stampede? BLT? I probably pronounced that wrong.
A centipede?
Maybe that's what it's supposed to be, centipede.
I ain't fucking had nothing centipede. I've seen a bunch of them little bastards in the woods.
Yeah, it said it just hurts for a couple of days. Stick your finger in.
Inside her? Oh. I always tell my wife.
Eric said stick your finger in his hind end, help with the swelling.
Every time my wife gets hurt, gets sick, like this, first thing I tell her, she needs some penicillin to make her feel better.
Yeah, people saying, yeah, I'd say a wolf spider. It kind of freaked me out. I've never been bit by a spider, so. And we just, like I said, we wanted to be like, we don't know the real, but yeah, when this live's over with, yeah, I'm going to be spraying the shit out of stuff. The shit. Spiders don't bother me.
Till they bite you.
Till they bite me, I'll kill the bastard. But what's bad is our sink is like a black,
like porcelain.
Black porcelain. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, he just blends right in.
You could get deer if you focus. John just told Eric, you could get deer if you focused on hunting.
Hey, hanging out with me.
Prostate check.
Hanging out with me is way better than fucking killing no deer. Hell, them deer will be there forever. I won't. And if she has her way, hell, we don't know how long I've got left.
Blue spiders, gain mosquitoes. We don't have mosquitoes up here. Yeah, I need to put some. I used to put peppermint oil and all that, but I need to go get some.
Cheap ass.
What yeast do you use to make your shine?
What?
What yeast do you use to make your shine?
Just a raw yeast. You can buy it. It's got. I mean, it's not the same yeast you go buy in the store. I'll have to pull the damn. I'll pull the name, the brand. I'll pull the brand that I use, and I'll show it on here. I've used a couple of different brands of yeast, but it's
I miss peppermint oil, water, and a little dish soap to spray. Yeah, I'm thinking about planting some peppermint.
Well, we usually have some every year.
I didn't do any this year.
I mean, we've got a whole wall over there of herbs and shit. I don't know why we didn't do peppermint or spearmint. We didn't do either one this year.
Big patat.
Let's check this rubber. May have to turn the heat up a bit longer.
No, he don't drink bush beer. He drinks Coors.
There ain't but one thing bush I deal with. Adam still down on there?
Nope. He
him.
might be hunting.
Well, I need to call him. See what the hell. I was supposed to call him yesterday, and then too much shit took place, and then this morning we ended up at the fucking ER. I need to call him. I was going to call Eric just intentionally because I knew he was hunting. And he'd have been like, motherfucker ain't call me. Can't get him to call me, and I ain't going to call him and sit in a fucking deer stand.
He said, please pull me that yeast, dude, because I'm in the UK, and I have a still. I'm just trying to get my sugar wash to survive.
I'll pull the yeast, and it's I'll pull it. Who is you?
Yeah, let me
follow him, and I'll message you. I'll send you the name of it. And like I said, you can order it online.
Somebody said you should call Eric right now.
Nah, I should, but then he'd have to get off my live, and I don't want to lose somebody watching. Because right now, he just got his ass hung up. He's sitting there looking out of a window watching me on TikTok, waiting on a fucking deer, when he should have shot the one that he could have shot yesterday.
I want some. Yeah, they got wild hogs probably about
4 or 5
Oh, yeah. I am a 007 hunter. 0 buck, 0 doe, 7 little Debbie's about the nap time. Hey, anybody try that little Debbie's Christmas tree ice cream yet? If so, how is it? Yeah, the only thing that grows close to this house is poison ivy. I know, like, if in the summertime we try to keep a light, like a lamp or something on with a bowl with dish soap and water just in case to get fleas. But I haven't done that in a year or so. And I've heard that I don't know if it's true, I did it anyway, just to see Irish Spring soap helps with mice and stuff because it's such a strong smell. Hello, hi y'all.
What time is it? Is it late enough to drink?
It's almost 1 o'clock.
Oh, shit.
Y'all.
Thank God I started 2 hours ago. I'd be behind schedule.
How's it going down south today? It's going good, sir.
It's warmed up. Today's actually warmed up to be an absolute beautiful day. Yesterday morning it was about 28. Today, I don't know, this morning it might have been, what, 37, 38?
It's noon here. You must be in mountain time.
So it's warmed up quite a bit. It's probably in the mid-50s right now.
Oh, it's snowing in Ohio.
Damn, I wish I was in Ohio.
You should have already had a 12-pack.
I have.
Beer 30 everywhere.
I have.
Just chop up some Irish Spring bar soap and spread them around the house. It'll keep bugs. Yeah, I chopped them up and threw them like in the corners. Snowing in northern Indiana.
I'm ready for a little bit of snow.
Shoot, it's hot here in Texas.
When we start getting a little snow, man, I'll get out. I usually go out and set a bunch of snares, catching fox, coyote, bobcat.
Casper.
No, I set them far enough. You know, I don't catch Casper.
It's snowing in Lake Erie on
Do a little bit more
Ontario.
stalking.
I had to stop. No, you don't want to go to Ohio. We actually did a job up by Canton. Did a pipeline job up there.
Stayed at a KOA, got it on it, named Mr. Lee. He had a big haunted house. We was up there for Halloween. He got a big haunted house he does on his property. Got a wagon, couple wagons he drags throughout the woods and stuff on some trails. Got a big haunted trail. That was one of the neatest places.
Do you guys still cook outside all winter, depending on how cold it is?
Yeah, I mean, well, as you can see, we've
Yeah, he does, John. Here, come talk to him. I gotta go use the restroom.
Here recently, we've built. How much does it charge? Can I unplug it?
Yeah, you can unplug it.
Let me unplug it. I'm not one of those that's just going. I'm gonna kind of. But there's the first part of the cabin we're gonna be adding on to. That's just a little porch. And of course, this is where we cook on Sundays and several other days. Let me get my glasses on. Let me see. Let me get my glasses. Hold on. Let me flip this around. Let me get my glasses on. Oh, it's a bitch. Do I keep pelts off? Hell yeah, John. I tan everything that I kill. I usually brain tan all the hides. We keep them. Sometimes I don't keep, say, the entire hide. Just depends on sometimes the time I have or what I may want to do with them. This is one. It's just the old tail, the ass end, kind of the thickest part of the hide. I kept it. I tanned it. I've softened it up, and then I've got a couple of things I'm making. I wanted that hide for that. What did I pay an hour for you to come help me, Bill? shit, I don't know if you gonna come help. Hell, we may hang out. I'll pay you. We'll hang out, cook, hunt, fish. Yeah, we'll make all kind of shit. We'll stitch it up, or you stitch it up. Today, what's for lunch today? We're cooking a deer roast, smothered cabbage, and a pot of cornbread. And my wife, I think, just went inside to put on a pot of rice. Do I hunt coyotes? Absolutely, I hunt coyotes. I hunt them. I've got a couple of different ridges out here. I usually get a couple of packs out here. I do go in the early fall. I go out in some of these bottoms and I'll cut a couple of small trees down across the bottom, and then I'll go back, like I said, when it starts snowing. I usually go put a couple of snares out. I'll trim some limbs off the trees I knocked down, build some funnels, and then I've got a couple of calls. Hey, I appreciate it, man. You know, like I've said before, I spent 30 years or so working in the gas and oil industry, and every day of it I was trying to work towards getting myself out here in the woods. Yard bird, that's some of that old narrow face. Some of that yard pimp. Yeah, I lost service for a second. I walked a little bit too far out there. I was trying to get out my elements. Hell, even right here at the house, I'm always trying to get further out. Let me get back over here, I guess. Damn, I keep losing service. I'm fucking standing right here. I'm underneath the damn building, I guess. Angel's coming back, so let me flip this around. Some kind of damn internet service where I can fucking walk around.
The mosquitoes aren't bad here. We're between Harrison and Mountain Home. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Flippin's not too far from us. It's holding up good. We still appreciate it. It's about 55 degrees here. No, we're in Arkansas. Hey, you are more than welcome to come visit. Just let us know. And that way we'll know if we're home or not. Right now, we're pretty much going to stay home. We're not going to go too far. Probably in the next week or so, I'm going to have to go to... I got to go to Springfield and go get a bunch of rice and flour to stock up for the winter. We worked in Clay City. It was in 2015, 2016. Yeah. We worked at the Kinder Morgan plant for Strike Construction. Met a lot of good people there. We actually stayed on Winchester Road, I think it was called, by the corner store. What was that man's name that we used to stay by?
Shit, I can't. Eric.
I don't remember.
But man, we met some great people. I mean, that was besides move, because we hadn't moved here yet when we worked on that job. We had the land, we had bought the land, but we hadn't moved here. And when we did that job in Clay City, I'll be honest, that was probably the closest we came to
buying land
and not leaving. Was when we were up around Clay City.
I think we were going to try to buy more like in the Moorhead area.
But I mean, it was beautiful up there. I loved the landscape. The wildlife again was very good, like it is here. The people up there were amazing. And I can't say anything different about where we're at today. You know, the people here are amazing. The landscape here is absolutely beautiful. It's up in the Ozark Mountains. You know, we don't have any neighbors.
I can't think of his name. Kyle Knox. You know Kyle Knox? He worked with us.
But no, we did love it up there. And one of my goals in a sense, and I don't know if you'd say it's a goal, but one of the things we do talk about pretty often is I'd love to go back up there in a week or so, just to go hang out and visit. You know, we've even thought about maybe buying just like an acre of land and putting us a cabin. But I think we're going to end up, I'm not positive, but we've had some connections, we've had some things take place, things that are fixing to take place in life, things that are fixing to change a little bit for us and a lot of others. But
he want to go inside.
Kind of long story short, we may actually be dragging this sawmill, and we may be going to build us a small cabin. When I say small, I'm talking like 20 by 20, one room. Everything will be in one other than a bathroom. Everything else will just be one big open room. We may be going to build us a little cabin in West by God, Virginia.
Yeah, we've been to the gorge over there before. It's beautiful. We never went through that tunnel, though. The one-lane tunnel, we never been through it.
Yeah, we may be going to do a little something towards West Virginia. It'll be more of a vacation home, I guess.
Let me tag. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten on here.
Yeah, I am too. I'm kind of surprised. Have you tried to invite him?
I just did for the first time.
But
yeah, I like that little camping area that's got the little I guess like the burger shack right there. We went one time, we passed by one time, and they had a big, I guess you could say, love party going on. A bunch of hippies. I mean, that's what they're called. But yeah, it's beautiful over there.
Oh yeah, I mean the landscape up there and the people, everything was just, I mean, it was a beautiful place.
Cave Run. Let's see, what is it? They still have the drag strip over there. Yeah, we used to go every now and then. We used to go to a little bar and grill called Woody's there in Winchester.
Oh, Woody's was the shit. Man, that was the place to go right there. And people were just...
If we bought any land, it would have been toward the Moorhead, between Moorhead and Ashland area.
I don't know, even right there around, you know...
Too many people.
Not in Clay City, where close to the Kinder Morgan plant. I loved it in that area. It was beautiful.
Well, I like that back road when you go across the parkway and it takes you back to the back side of Moorhead, back in that area.
Yeah, I loved it up there. It was...
I live 1 mile from the drag strip.
Chill.
I was born in Powell County. God, what was their last name? Miss Phyllis Johnson. She used to work at the little corner store right there by Kinder Morgan. Her mom that lived right down the road, right next to the church, I just saw the other day, she had passed away.
Not,
Miss Phyllis's mama, that little old lady that used to come sit in the store. Her and her husband, that little man. Yeah, she passed away. She was like 85. Hello from Little Rock.
Little Rock in the house.
Deer roast, smothered cabbage, and I got rice going, and he got cornbread somewhere around here.
Right here, look here. You tell me I quit school because of recess. I ain't playing. When I say I cook cornbread, I ain't talking about cooking one of them little skillets. I cook a motherfucking 2-inch cornbread cake.
I'm trying to think of what those welders'
I'm
names
fixing
were.
to eat. When I go in, my wife can get aggravated. I'm going to eat dairy meat. I'm going to eat some cabbage. I'm going to eat some cornbread. And then about 3 hours after I eat, I'm going to eat about a half that pot of cornbread with some milk and coffee.
You know any Snowdens that live in Stanton?
You talking to me?
Talking to them.
Oh, I think the same. I've been here for 5 years. I know 4 people.
I'm trying to remember what those welders' names were. That man is a damn cook. You fuckers are crazy. I like that username.
What's the username?
You fuckers are crazy.
Damn, I should have used that one. That fits up perfect.
Let that hit you on top of your
I'm
head.
gonna make me another account. I think my username's gonna be fuck around and find out. Get out of there. Oh,
He laughing.
whoop the fat
The
off your ass.
The one that says you fuckers are crazy. If you don't like what I say now, wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I love, what's his name? Joe Snowden. Him and his wife have a lot in his family. Snowden farms, they do a lot of brangus and stuff, and they do a lot of hay. I show myself every now and then.
A lot of people ask, you want to know the secret to marriage? Let me show y'all the secret to marriage. Hey, you talk when I tell you to talk.
Fuck you.
There you go. That's the secret to life.
Adam just hopped on.
Adam.
I told him and all that, but it was late by the time he settled down, so I think he's going to call you after the live, Adam.
Well, it was late. That ain't the only thing. Let me go ahead and fill you in on some shit Angel probably want me not to say.
No, I don't, but...
So she got up this morning. I done made coffee. Sitting there drinking coffee. Watching TV.
Naked.
All of a sudden, well, they didn't need to know that, but all of a sudden, Angel washing dishes. She goes screaming and hollering. I thought maybe she cut herself with a damn knife or something in the sink. No, she got a motherfucking spider this big around latched onto her finger. So, I was going to call you this morning before I went live and talk to you. Well, no, I spent that time over at the ER.
As a precautionary, just to make sure.
And found out that they told her the best thing to do is go home, and if your finger starts to rot, fall off,
Or stink.
turn green and stink, then come back. So we didn't accomplish shit by going to the hospital. But nevertheless, I didn't get to call you this morning like I planned on. But as soon as the live is over with, I will call you. If you're available, let me know that you'll be available. Because if not, I don't want to bug you. But if you will be available, I'll call you.
Adam went, damn.
Yeah, exactly. My thoughts exactly.
Right now it hurts. It's a little swollen and it's tender to touch and a little numb. But
I feel like that after sex.
Stop it. And I'm not even going to say no more because you're going to say something. Yeah, he said he'll be available.
Alright, I'll call you as soon as we get off of here. But,
don't forget to tell him about the other thing, the thing I came up with.
Oh, yeah. We've got some things to talk about. We get a lot, I mean, man, I've been so excited. You know, I've had butterflies about...
Adam said, what did it look like? We're thinking it's a wolf spider. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looked like a wolf spider, but it was hard to tell because, in a sense, the son bitch was in dishwater, so it was wet. And I got it out of there, and it was still completely alive. But I put it in a jar, and I tried to look at it. Like I said, it was wet, but the legs, the way the legs were, and even I could see some of the coloration in a sense on the legs, and it looked like a wolf spider. But it seemed to be a lot darker because it had been wet, and I think that's the reason
And when it bit, I thought it was like a wasp or something. It left red marks.
Well, the way you scream, I thought it was like a fucking crocodile.
Somebody said a tarantula. He thought that.
Well, I thought it was a baby small tarantula.
We have those here.
I thought it was a small tarantula because it had a lot of the characteristics. It looked, I mean, spiders are something I'm not ignorant about.
Yeah, he said it's slightly venomous, but not enough to hurt you.
Right, and that's what I kind of told her. I said, if it's a wolf spider, it's going to irritate, but it's not going to really do any harm. So, of course, when we got to the hospital, when we went to the hospital, it sounds a little bit corny to some people. I went to the hospital because I'll be damned if my wife's going to get bit by anything, and I'm the one that tells her, nah, you'll be all right. And then 12 hours later, I'm having to drag her on the floor out the house.
I have asthma.
So I was like, no, fuck this. Let's just go.
Adam said it is in a tarantula family.
If I figured we'd go to the hospital.
Or a gator.
And, we came home and she passed away 18 hours later. At least I got a receipt showing that I took her to the hospital. Because I know my luck, she'd pass away in 18 hours and then I get arrested for fucking homicide or some shit.
Well, when it bit, like I said, I thought it was a wasp or a bee. Red dots with a circle white all the way around it. And now
when that motherfucker bit you, you had one red dot and your whole fucking body was white.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a difference in white and motherfucker, you were neon white.
Yeah.
I told you, you was breathing.
Laugh my ass off. You ain't right, Adam.
You was breathing like
like
a racehorse that just run the quarter.
And
if it was venomous, that shit would have been in your heart in like 30 seconds.
And then we get there, check my blood pressure. They did all that. First, I called an attitude with the nurse because she's like, I thought she said, you got bit by a spider. No, I couldn't understand her because she had her fucking face covered. And she says, I need to check your temperature. I was like, well, if you're going to be like that, I'm leaving. I was already in a bad mood because of this. But anyway, they checked my, everybody say a receipt.
Look, you see the attitude my wife's got?
But,
I should have been one come up with that. Wait a minute, what is that? It's a bitch.
Yeah. But, they get me back there. They checked my blood pressure. I'm like, well, they gave me everything. We're not going to let you go right now because your blood pressure's up. We're going to check it again.
Motherfucker, I'm on high blood pressure medicine. It's been high for fucking 4 years.
And, they go to check it. The second time, they're like, oh, it's normal. You was just probably scared and upset. Bitch, I had something fight me on my finger.
Yeah, hell, Crocodile Dundee would have fucking had high blood pressure.
Yeah, high blood pressure and my heart rate was up. Yeah. But I'm proud of myself. Normally, I freak out with shit like that.
Yeah, I'm not lying. The fact that she walked to the vehicle to go to the hospital, I knew was a flirt. Because For instance, if she would have gotten bit, and y'all got to know my wife, she has hit me in the back of the head watching TV because a commercial come on and a snake popped up in the commercial, and she freaked the fuck out and hit me in the back of the head with the remote throwing at somebody. So I even told the doctor, I said, I'm going to tell you right now, if a grass snake would have bit my wife, I'd still be trying to drag her fucking ass out the house because she'd have passed smooth the fuck out and died like instantly. If a snake ever bite my wife, I ain't got to bring it to the hospital to show them what kind it is. I'm going to just tell them. A snake bit my wife and she died before she hit the ground. I'm going to have a heart attack because she is scared to death of a snake.
Adam's like, LMAO, I'm dying. I am too right now, sounds like.
I mean, for years she used to tell me she was scared of snakes, and I started thinking, okay, well, that's why she don't want to have sex, because she don't want to see that big snake.
Oh, my God.
And then I seen her out there fishing one day with me, putting worms on a hook, and I was like, well, wait a minute, if you'll play with that little bitty worm, how the fuck do you keep calling me? Because I know my shit ain't scaring you. I mean, my shit looked like a damn grub worm with a turtleneck on.
Oh, my God, stop. You're killing me.
Well, I'm not going to stir that pot with the damn sugar.
I need to go get my inhaler. Adam said, I heard you say you had a little one. Miss Millie, we haven't even eaten yet. He's still finishing up the deer roast, and I got the rice cooking. But it ain't in the microwave.
Miss Millie, hold on. Don't go nowhere. I got to ask you.
Looks like a birdie in a nest, LOL. Usually it says a piece of bubble gum.
Like a piece of bubble gum
stuck in an
afro. I mean, that's the perfect picture if you ever want to try to imagine.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm talking about like that little pink bubble gum.
Hubba Bubba or whatever?
Yeah, that little pink bubble gum caught in the afro. That's my life story.
Or about like wearing 8 inches of clothes in the winter.
8 inches?
8 inches of clothes in the winter?
8 inches of clothes. I gotta get buck naked to take a damn piss.
You need to stay in one spot.
Oh, Miss Millie.
Somebody said TMI.
Miss Millie, I cooked a little cornbread. Boy, I'm weak. I tell you what.
As y'all probably figured out, we eat a lot of cornbread.
And y'all might also, I believe, we go through a lot of milk.
Yeah.
We stopped at the store a while ago coming back from the hospital. And, yeah, got me a whole nother jug of milk for me to finish that cornbread off tonight. Just like for Thanksgiving, we're going to cook.
Like a morel mushroom. Ha ha!
Yeah, one of them little bitty morels. Like one of them motherfuckers you almost didn't see.
Come right here.
You walked over that something 4 times. Hold on, let me go.
Oh, God, he loves cornbread and milk with some sugar.
And coffee.
And coffee. She said, that's good, yeah.
Hell yeah.
He puts it on the bottom and top. Whenever he's baking something, where it's a dessert or whatever, or bread, any kind of bread, he puts it on the bottom and top. I'm fixing to go inside and take me something. Fixing to go use my inhaler, that smoke. Getting to me.
I told you you're allergic to me. Bring me one of them cold beverages if you don't mind, B. Ain't no telling. Where we at on here? Try honey. Yeah, I've been telling her that. Hell, she won't listen to me. I've been trying. We've got probably 15, 20 jars of raw honey. I usually take a tablespoon every night. I tell you, I don't know why she don't need it, because she loves honey. I don't know why. It's just something she. Me too. No, you don't like sugar when you. When I say sugar, I put like I'll put like a teaspoon, put a little bit of coffee in there. If I don't. A lot of times I'll put honey. I'll put like a teaspoon of honey. Shit, you know exactly what it is, Miss Millie? Old Couillon from Moraville. That's who that is. Yeah. As soon as I jump over here, Adam, I'm going to give you a call, man. I know we got to do some talking. And I apologize to you for not calling you yesterday. But by the time I came in, and Angel told me you had messaged, and then I got on mine, I seen you had messaged, and then shit, I was cooking. And if y'all know anything about where we live, you can't call or text or do anything from inside. Because we ain't got no damn phone service inside. You got to come outside. I appreciate that. We try to be, like I said, we spend a lot of time trying to help people and do great things to help others. Fresh deer meat, cornbread, hard to beat. There ain't no doubts. We got fresh deer meat, cornbread, smothered cabbage, pot of rice going on right now in the house. Hell, it's finna be Thanksgiving dinner right now. How'd I get in on this call? I need to call you, John. Message me your number. Angel may have it. Or send it to me. I know I don't have it. Angel may have it, but send it to me. Pine Bluff. Man, we did a job over there this year in Pine Bluff. We'd love to meet. Hell, we'd love to meet y'all. We'd love to meet anybody on here. It's just the one thing we try to get out, and we try to get out as much as we can in some sense. Of course, we don't go too often, too far, but any chance to meet someone and hang out and bullshit or whatever, we're always 100% game for that. You have John's number? John Brown?
Yeah.
Well, why in the hell I ain't got it?
He just gave it to me. We were talking about the stuff going on with you and Adam. He's like, I need to know. So,
I'm gonna tell you, you got me believing now you and John might have something going on. He might be the next spider to bite your ass.
shit.
I'm just joking. Now, if she's got it, I'll get it from her. You can send it, but I'll get it from her either way. But yeah, I'll call you. But yeah, I'll definitely. When I get over here, I'll definitely got to call Adam. Him and I. I'm not even sure why we're not on a daily call. Probably more my fault. Well, I know it's my fault because I'm the world's worst about calling people back. I've always got too much shit going on. Like, even when I don't think I have shit to do, Hi from London, man. Welcome, welcome. Hey, take vacation one of these days. Fly down here and let me know. Come hang out with us. I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm going to talk to you.
Who's that?
Adam, he said, I can say what we're doing. Just don't say how we're doing it. I said, I'm not going to say anything yet. I'd rather wait just a little bit more. I think you and I are kind of on the same page. You know, not in a negative way. I just know that when we do kind of present what's taking place, I kind of want to be able to just run with it. I don't want to mention something and then not. Goddamn, what the fuck? My hair fell off. When that happened? That happened while I was cooking?
No, it happened the other night. But anyway.
Oh, it happened about 40 years ago.
Anybody's going to want to see the aftermath of the cooking, fixing of the plate, is going to be on Cooking with Cajun.
Yep. The plate we're going to fix like we normally do every week. We're going to put it on Cooking with Cajun.
Yep.
That way we can kind of get, boom, right in my heart. Who sent that? I got to give you.
Who's that?
Somebody sent me a gift where he shot me right in the center of a heart on a target.
It means they want some of that tube steak.
They want some tube steak?
Yep.
Well, we got some deer steak. My wife's got all my tube steak put up and safekeeping. Hi from Australia. I seen another one. I was wanting to go back. Oh, hi from Australia. Hey.
That's why you got to wear them overalls to keep it up.
Welcome. Thank y'all for joining us.
You heard what I said?
Yeah, Adam, you and I both. I'm not going to say she gets aggravated because, believe me, I've done a whole lot more shit to get her aggravated. But ever since you and I talked about it several weeks ago or months ago, you know, it's something I can't stop thinking about. It's something that's always on my mind. It's something.
What's that?
What Adam and I are working on. It's something.
And I came up with an idea.
We all continue talking about, and you know, I just can't wait for it to finally come together. Man, thank y'all for the gifts. I don't mean to discourage people when I say this. I don't even do creator funds on here because TikTok.
Did you throw the squirrel right over there?
TikTok makes most of the money off of it, and
we do PayPal.
You know, the same with the gifts. I think they get 60% of the gifts, but nevertheless, I do appreciate them. I do have a PayPal or Cash App, and every bit of that money. If you go to the bio, anything you see on there, you could donate. You donate 10 cents, 50 cents, $1. Every ounce of that money we do use to donate to the next organization we're working with. Right now, like I said, we're working on a benefit. Our next benefit will be this spring, March or April. We did one for Foes of Honor 2 weeks ago, and our next one will be for St. Jude's, and we'll continue to do things. They get 70%. Now, exactly, and that's kind of why, I mean, like I said, I've said this, when, you know, on my first account where we had $500,000, I would tell people, you know, I'd rather you don't send gifts, and that's just my personal opinion. Don't send gifts because, you know, if you send $1, for instance, I mean, we're not getting, so you can go to one of our accounts and donate $1, and 100% of that, the whole entire dollar will go to the benefit we're working towards. I seen a question a minute ago, someone asked where we're from. My wife and I are both from Louisiana. Spent about 45 years there, and currently semi-retired from the gas and oil industry, and she works for herself now. I work for a small contractor here locally, and we live in North Arkansas up in the Ozark Mountains. Miss Gwen, it was more than an honor to have you on our page. I mean, I hope you give us a follow. I just followed you. Is I love having people come on here and just interacting. It's done. It's done, bud. You're a good guy. It's done. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I really do. Like I said, we don't do anything on here. Like I said, I do mention the things that we have, in the bio. We have apps you can go to or places you can donate if you want to donate 50 cents, and they do go to the next benefit we're working on. But we don't get on here and just ask people to donate. That's not our way. We do these benefits, and the areas we do them in, we try to raise money in those areas. We get a lot of sponsors from, corporate sponsors from businesses and so forth. And then we every event we do, we try to do a live auction, which always kind of brings people in and gets them to interact. So it's always a good thing. It's been very good for us. It's done. I say good for us. I mean, we don't profit a penny off of it, but it's been good for our heart and soul. And we've been able to do some great things for people, and that's what it's all about. The deal Adam and I have kind of been hinting around on here back and forth for weeks about. All I can say is, the one thing he and I are both on page about is. When we do what we're talking about doing is, we're going to come up with a figure on things, and we're going to put pencil on paper, and we're going to figure out a number, and we're going to donate a percentage of 100% of any sales we make. A percentage of that will be donated to a nonprofit or an organization. To help others. How often do we go live? So, again, the weather is about to change.
Doing some indoor cooking.
But we'll definitely go live as we always have. We'll go live every Sunday at 11 o'clock. The weather may get to a point where it's just so cold, or the wind, or the snow or something here, we'll still go live on Sundays. It may be more of an indoor thing where I may actually be cooking on a burner or something, or a stove instead of the fire. And then, we'll work that day by day, or week by week, should I say. But normally during the week, depending on what's going on in life, if I got to get home and I've got to go do something around here, or saw some logs, or do something, if there's days I get home and we kind of can relax and we don't have to do a shitload of stuff, a lot of times we will cook on Friday nights, and possibly we'll go live. A lot of times we try to anyway, like on Wednesday nights we'll go live. We may not cook. We may just get out and hang out, drink a beer, and shoot the shit with people. I'm going to kick my wife dead in the ass.
Wow.
She just got on my other app, my other account, and put "What's up?" You standing right here.
Your pants?
Yeah, my pants up.
No, your overalls.
Oh, my overall, yeah. I don't own pants.
That's what you used to say. What's up, my pants?
Yeah, I think it's going to warm up next week a little bit. The damn weather 2 weeks ago, last week. Last week, it cooled off here.
You're talented doing two things at once.
So are you live?
No, not on
Oh, I thought maybe she was live on my other account. I was
No, I
fixing
don't
to
have
say.
enough. We don't have enough on that one yet. Almost.
Oh, that's right. We ain't got enough people on
I
there
got
to go
my live.
Yeah, but
I might be able to walk.
we'll
through
definitely
it.
go live every Sunday, one way or the other. And like I said, we try to go live once or twice during the week. Just like I said, some days we may not cook. And usually when we go live and don't cook, this is the whole conversation when we're on here is everybody's putting on there, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? What are you cooking? So I try not to go live if we're not cooking, because to me, cooking is just a natural thing.
No, we're at 415 on your other one.
And no, I'm not a chef. I've had that question asked before a lot. I'm not a chef. I've never been a chef. This is just a way of life. Who's that?
Wes.
Damn. But how cold does it get here? I mean, I guess I'll go off of, we've been here 5 years. We usually get 3 to 4, 5 snows a year. Last year we did spend about, 2.5 weeks that stayed like below zero. And that was last year. It may change, you never know. The years before that, we've had several days where it gets around zero. The average temperature here through the winter will probably kind of stick around between, say, 40 and 20 degree in a sense. It'll kind of bounce somewhere back and forth there. There will come a time, usually right around Christmas till the middle or end of February, that through that period of time, we'll basically never not have a fire going in the fireplace. We'll keep a fire 24 hours a day.
We got a fire going right now.
But
just trying to keep the coals.
yeah, I mean, like at night right now, to get down into the 30s. Yesterday morning, I think it was 28. So, we usually keep 1 or 2 pieces of wood on there and keep it choked down during the day right now. I think it's 52 degrees or so right 55. Now. And,
I don't remember.
Can I tell you more about, well, yeah, I can. And I appreciate the question. Somebody asked if I could talk more about how it is to live this way. So if you're new here, and I don't know that you are, I'm just going to, if you're new, because we've talked about a lot of things on this, on All Lives and on this app. A lot of people always ask me, always say, I'm not going to say ask, they don't ask me, but I hear a lot of people always say, oh man, that's been a dream of mine to live that way. It's, for us, it's very rewarding. I grew up in a household that was very, very old-fashioned. So it's very rewarding to live this way. But at the same time, I will tell you this, it's a full-time job. In the summertime, when it's at its hottest and you just don't want to get outside because it's so hot, you've got to go cut firewood. If you, like I do a lot of trapping and hunting. I grow a garden year-round. So you're either cutting firewood, hauling water. We don't have a well or city water, so we do collect our own rainwater, or we go and get it from a spring. So you're either hauling water, cutting firewood, working in the garden, building, I build a lot of snares, so you're working on building snares. My wife's got a shop of her own, so she's constantly...
They're sending Isaac home for his past days.
But she's always working on stuff, and I've got my little wood shop. I love doing woodwork, and I'm building coals. Like I said, I don't build them. I don't build them in mass production or anything. So it's very rewarding to live out here. It's very peaceful. It's exactly what we've worked all our lives to get to. But again, it is, it's a full-time job in itself to live this way. Y'all don't have running water. We do have running water. We have running water just like everybody else does. You go in the kitchen, turn the sink on, water comes out. You go flush the commode, it flushes. You take a shower, the water comes out the shower. We do have running water. The difference is we have these large holding tanks that we collect rainwater, we filter it, we put it in these holding tanks, and then in a building that we've built, we have a water pump and a pressure tank and everything else, just like a regular well would be in a sense, but it's water that we haul in. And if we don't haul it in, we catch rainwater, and if we can't haul it in ourselves because we've got other things going on or whatever it is, there is a guy that locally has a license and a legit business to haul potable water to your house, and it's about $150 for 2,500 gallons. If we didn't want to catch rainwater or haul water ourselves, we could probably have him bring us water 3 times a year, and that would be enough water to make it through the year. Right now we do collect rainwater, and every now and then we do haul water in ourselves. So we normally get water from him about once a year, and it's normally right before the winter, which we're actually going to be doing probably in the next week or two. We'll drain our tanks. We'll make sure they're all clean. We'll do everything we got to do to get them prepped and ready. And we'll call him. He'll bring water in. He'll fill 2,500 gallons of water up. It'll get us completely through the winter into the spring. And then, again, we just start over and go from there. Yeah, well, and that's the perfect, I guess, let me go out on a limb. When someone put on here, I cut firewood during the winter because the sap goes down. So that's I work for a small contract company. And, from time to time, we take a lot of timber down, building whatever we're building. So I try to accumulate as much of that wood as I can during the summer. And then if I actually harvest any firewood from, in a sense of myself, I do it during the winter also, because I try to keep at least a year and a half of wood in advance cut. Ever think about a well? Yeah, I have thought about a well, Adam, and the biggest issue for me in a well is, I know it's hard for everybody to understand. We actually are like on top of the Ozark Mountains, and there's a couple of people around us that do have wells, but there also has been a guy right down the road, not even a half a mile from here, or about a half, 3/4 of a mile maybe, but he brought a company in to put a well in on his place, and they've been there for 3 months because they got into so much rock, and then they had to pull out, and they had to re-drill, and then now they're looking at putting casing. And so you never know what you're going to actually get into when you're on the top of the mountains, because we're kind of at a higher elevation and things are different. So, it went from, in a sense for him, it went from what they told him would be about $8,000. And, at this point, he's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about $30,000. And on top of that, he's still got to put in the well or the pump. He's still got to pay electric bill to have it, pumped up to him. And I get, even with our situation, we still pay electric bill. We still pay electric because we do have electric pump. But I don't know, it's just been it's been an up and down thing for us to consider doing that, because it's really not a big deal for us to collect rainwater. Which is still legal here. So that's not a great discouragement in a sense to us. I mean, we've got a lot of roof in a sense. We've got roof, and every one of our roofs that we've had, I've put gutters on. Some of them are makeshift gutters, but they all work. And we collect water. We've got several, holding tanks that are 500 plus gallons. So it's kind of back and forth. Like I said, the guy that hauls the water out here, he actually is fixing to retire, and his grandson's taking the business over, and his grandson's actually been out here twice with him. And, even if a well was to be 10 grand, at say $300 a year, if I got 2 loads a year, $300 a year, I don't think I'll live long enough to pay a damn well off. Well, just before you got on here, everybody was kind of talking about things, and I said, well, one of the things that may take place. I don't think we'll move for the sense that, this is just a place we built and we're going to try to keep it. We will keep it, maintain it. It's ours. It's here. But I did tell everybody a while ago before you jumped on here that Angel and I may at one point end up in West Virginia building a little cabin. And we may do, you never know, we may do 6 months, you never know. We may move out, we may go out there and build a cabin and not want to fucking leave. Let me let Angel get back over here and answer some questions while she's eating.
I ain't eating. I'm just making.
Well, come over here and answer some questions because I've got to go get rid of a couple of cord lights before my toes blow off.
I've been craving macaroni. Y'all trying to build a small community. Casper wouldn't know how to act if he had that much land to roam around in. May never see him. Hell, we lose him on 40 acres. I can imagine 700. If y'all hear me eating, I apologize. I've been craving macaroni and cheese. And no, I'm not pregnant. Can't get pregnant. It's a beautiful place. Plenty food is plenty. I bet it is. Freaking ashes everywhere. Adam said it's a beautiful place. Food is plenty.
Well, I've been.
So what's the
You
thing?
ain't gotta sell me, Adam.
What's the things you have a hard time dealing with living like this?
The things I have a hard time dealing with, having to leave and go to town. That's something I hate doing.
Finding enough time in the day.
Finding enough time to do the things I want to do.
Was that a bear? No.
And it's small things that you kind of hate the most about living this way. It's maybe as stupid as that sounds, but it's the small things like, we can go to the store and we can afford to go to the store and say buy fish or buy whatever. It's the frustration in a sense. I love living out here and I love living off the land as much as we can. So, like going fishing and not catching what we need to eat for that day. It just and like I said, it's not that we can't go buy it. It's not like we go hungry because we don't get it. It's just small things. The world has changed. People. I mean, even we live out here, but yet there are people that are only like a half a mile here. People. Over on there's a road that goes through the back or the side of us. There's people that live. It's just the factor of not being able to get out and having the time, I guess, more than anything, to really build on what we want, the way we want it. I mean, like everybody else, it's also, financially, it's not easy to just get out and live this way. People say, well, back in the day, they didn't have money and they did, but it was totally different. Even just to build a garden here, there's no dirt. Everything's rock. So even to build a good garden for us to be able to, say, live all year off of what we grow, we basically have to buy dirt, have it hauled in, to build a decent garden bed to be able to, and we do collect leaves and mulch and we do things, the old-fashioned way. But again, that all takes time and it only goes so far. We've even, my wife and I both, we've even researched and looked into doing aqua gardens again, you do aqua garden, you gotta run fucking water pumps. It all comes back to just costing. And when you're trying to do it without a lot of cost, that's the frustration part. It's growing up in the era that we all did, and you know, we didn't live this way. We didn't have to live this way. But wanting to live this way is one thing, and then being successful at it is a whole nother thing.
Somebody say, Adam said something about milk goats and bees. We actually got somebody that lives south of Little Rock that's going to give us a bunch of give it to us. And what was that thing they said it was like $2,500?
The distractor, like to get to distract your honey from the screen. But that's what I'm saying. That's the other thing. Like, say you want to live off the grid, and you say, well, get beehive. Well, nowadays even beehives is a market. So to build one beehive, you're still going to be in for, several $100, if not more. And then you got to go through, keeping up with them. That's just something else when you're cutting firewood, you're doing this, you're maintaining, you're hunting, you're trying to get furs and meat, and you're growing a garden, and then shit, don't matter, it's 8 o'clock at night, you got to go maintain, and you got to work with the beehive. You got to keep them in the winter from freezing, keep them fed. It's more the work ethic, but at the same time, financially, we can't just stop working and live this way. We live this way, but we also work. I work on average. I work 50 hours a week, 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. So like during the summer, I don't come in till 9, 10 o'clock at night. A lot of times, and my wife kind of gets aggravated during the summer. A lot of times I'm up at 2, 3 in the morning. I'm in my workshop. I'm building things. I'm doing things in my workshop for her to put in her shop to sell. Or someone's ordered a call in the middle of the summer, and I have no calls made because I don't make them and save a bunch. I make them as they ordered. So I'm up at 2 o'clock making a call. Time is probably one of the hardest things to deal with when you live this way.
Okay, so y'all stay busy all the time. Yes. Yes, we still vote. Yes, we have kids. They're grown and they live away. Adam said you don't need that. I can show you how to get honey. I build hives. We grow our own food for our animals. Well, we can't pass the beehives up because they're giving it all to us.
I mean, and that's the other thing, guys. We bought this place. We built what we built. I've been working for 3 years.
Thank you, sir.
With a chainsaw and my hands, I've been clearing 2 acres of land at the bottom. For 2 years, I've been clearing it with a chainsaw in my hands. That's it. So I could build a small pasture to where we can get, we'll have a place. When we bought this place, it was just solid woods. So I'm trying to build a small area that we can put a beef, a couple of goats, and we can milk the goats. I mean, it's just all a work in progress. I guess the great thing is my goal, I guess in a sense, my goal would be, when I say time, I hope I can just get it accomplished before fucking time's up.
Yeah, Adam, he works for a little construction company. They build a lot of roads.
Do a lot of, say Walmart's gonna build somewhere, we may go in there and build all the pads, do all the dirt work, rock work, stuff like that. It's all heavy equipment.
Thank you, sir.
What I do.
A gentleman just said you have a very blessed to have a good man who I see is very smart. Yeah, and the same person asked, did you learn a lot from your dad?
No, yeah, but when I say that in the sense, the only reason I kind of hesitated when I said it the way I did, my dad passed away when I was 11. In those 11 years that my dad was with me.
Yeah, John, they are hiring.
I can promise you, I learned probably as much about living this way as I'll ever learn. My dad was very old-fashioned. We raised all our vegetables, all our fruits, all our meat. My dad farmed for a living, so you know we butchered beef and pork every year. We did it ourselves. When you were, you know, when I was a kid growing up, uh, you missed school the day we butchered hogs because you were going to stay there and help.
The only animal that
So I did learn a lot from my dad, but not near as much as I'd have liked to have learned from him. You know, my dad grew up during the Depression, so he had a lot more knowledge to things to be done than I'll ever probably have.
Let's see. Did you like that pretty picture I showed you?
Who was that?
Me. The only animal I'll never raise is pigs. They are a pain, yes.
I don't know. I mean, they are, but at the same time, they could be one of the best damn pets or the best animals to raise. They're very simple to raise.
He said that his wife's got like over 100 goats.
Who?
Justin.
God. I ain't got none.
Let me go ahead and give you some more comments real quick before they go past, because some of these you'll want to. I know you want to hear them. It says I build and make my own fishing lures. I do it a lot in the summer for customers on social media. Shit, watching a couple years, you'll be retired. We can focus on this company. Like watching you guys. Well, that would be the final nail in the coffin of me living full time in Illinois. Would love to see you. Sorry about your dad's passing. His dad would be very proud of him with his life. I was raised like you. We worked on the rice farm. You must be, where are you from?
You asking me or you asking them?
Him. Not really. They're extremely smart pigs. Oh yeah, he's watching and smiling big.
Well, you know, one of the stories I keep in my head and my heart that nobody knows. It doesn't mean anything. It's probably something that a million people have done with their kids or, you know, whatever. And my dad loved playing baseball. My dad loved to hunt, loved to duck hunt. That was his, hands down, duck hunting was his favorite of anything I think he'd ever done hunting-wise. So even at the point where my dad used to literally take me hunting when he put me in a duck blind and put me in a sleeping bag because it was so cold I'd just stay balled up. One of the things I've never forgotten, and one of the things that's always just brought me back to a lot of what I do today, and the reason I live today this way, or the goal I had to live this way, was because when I was, you know, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old before my dad passed away, I can remember getting up in the morning and my sisters and brothers, everybody was go outside to get on the school bus, and my dad would shove me. I was the youngest, of course, I was the youngest of 7, and he would shove me under the blankets and hide me, and my mom would be running around and everybody would be running out the house and go and get on the school bus, and my mom would get in the vehicle and leave, go to town, and everybody went to school, and here I was hid underneath the blanket, and because my dad didn't send me to school. And we'd instantly get up, get dressed, we'd jump in this truck, we'd run into town, and he'd go buy two big T-bones. Knowing damn well I couldn't eat a full T-bone. He'd go get 2 big T-bones in town, and then we'd run out to this, we call it the pit, basically a little man-made lake. And we had a camp out there on it. We'd run out there and we'd buy a couple of dozen of shiners. And I'd go sit on a pier with a cane pole and catch sac-a-lait, white perch, crappie, whatever you want to call them. I'd catch white perch, and my dad would go over there and build a fire out of firewood, throw a grill over it, or a grate, and he would cook them 2 T-bones while I was fishing. And everybody else was at school, everybody was at work, and we'd just chill out, and we'd eat T-bone and catch fish, and that was something that just never I was never able to get away from those days. I mean, they have stuck with me like the tattoos on my body. I mean, they'll be with me forever. So moving out here was kind of, in a sense, to respect the way my dad wanted to live. But of course he didn't, because he ended up with 7 kids, 2 wives, in a sense, a wife, ex-wife, and then my mom.
I'm about to say 2 wives.
Well, so he kind of lived, I would call it, kind of lived in the fast life. Ben's, he went through the Depression. He always just wanted better for everybody in the family. He always worked his ass off to get it. But he always kept us down to the point of, we got home from school. It was me and one brother. We got home from school. We had chores. We had 100 hogs. We always had to get out and do chores every afternoon. If you didn't, believe me, that was the only time you didn't. But he would do things and show you affection in ways that people today wouldn't even have a fucking clue how to, do that. So I've done that with my kids. I gave them the best life I could. They raced motocross. We raced motocross to the point of $60,000, $70,000 a year in motocross. And when they were old enough to go to work, I went back to my roots, and that's why we moved out here, was to live this way. And really for me to honor the way I know my dad wanted to live, the way he raised us. And that's basically how I ended up out here. My wife ended up out here because she just loved me so much she wouldn't fucking leave. And thank God for it.
The guy that said he makes his lures, he lives in the Mississippi Delta of Central Arkansas. Do you duck hunt?
I do duck hunt.
No, I'm asking him.
Oh, because I duck hunt. Unfortunately, since I moved to Arkansas, which is the capital of fucking duck hunting, I have not been duck hunting because I don't have nowhere to go here.
Let's see.
You make lures, I make duck calls.
I'm sick. I'll be 60 December 1st. My birthday, I'm going to wish on my birthday that the world can get along with all race. I agree with you 100%.
The one thing, and I have made some videos because I've been called different names, but the one thing I do not tolerate on my page, and I'll tell you right now, if it just get to that point, I'll just delete the fucking whole app. It doesn't matter to me. I will not tolerate people that are racist. If your sexuality is your deal, not mine, I don't even know why that's got to be a conversation.
Anyway, he says our government is the main reason why each year is being so much hate. I feel more they keep us hate each other, the more they can hold the power over us.
Absolutely. I mean,
exactly. Adam said West Virginia has a lot of ducks and geese.
Adam, for some reason, I'm going to go out on a limb when I say this. For some reason...
We don't have a trailer big enough to move over there.
For some reason, I have a feeling when me and Angel do get to go to West Virginia and hang out for a while and look around and talk business and pleasure, for some fucking reason, I have a feeling like we're going to end up with another place to stay.
He said he's going to live like us, clear from the government as much as he can.
Guys, I mean, and I will say this, we didn't do this to get away from the government. I don't think you can get away from the government. Hell, even the fucking Amish can't get away from the government.
He said you could stay in his log cabin.
But here's the one thing I will say, and I hope I've got everybody on here that can have all the beliefs they want. And if I say this and you hate me for it, fine, hate me for it. Our government, across the board, right, left, center, up, down, every bit of this motherfucker has grown way too big, and it's all corrupt. Every bit of it is fucking corrupt. It's big government is never going to be for the people. When anybody on either side of the aisle, when anybody can say the things that they've been saying for the last 20 years about how, you know, they control and they do this with the money that we give them. If the people don't wake up, and I'm not saying go take a stance by going to do stupid shit and harming people. That's not what I'm saying. But what we've got to do is, you know, we've got to be heard. We've got to have a voice, and we've got to make it clear that these motherfuckers on both sides of the aisle, I don't give a damn what position they hold in politics, they don't need to make a fucking career out of it. They don't need to be in there. If you're a politician for 40 fucking 5 years, you've got no intentions to do a damn thing other than tell the people what they want to hear and then do whatever benefits you when you get in there. And the American people have got to wake up and realize if we start getting rid of these son bitches, because every 2 years, senators and so forth, every 2 years we can fire them son bitches. And if we start firing these motherfuckers every 2 years and holding them to what they said, then a majority of these motherfuckers are going to get in there and they're going to fucking do what they say. But if we keep putting motherfuckers in there that say what we want to hear and do what they want to do, and we just keep putting them back in there, all we can do is blame ourselves for doing this shit. You know? I mean, if you get bit by a snake...
Or a spider.
And you put that motherfucker on a food program and keep sticking your hand in there once a week and getting bit, you can't get mad at the fucking snake. You're the one feeding it. You know, if you don't want to get bit by the snake, cut its fucking head off. You won't never bite you again.
To Gwen Sanders, yes, we do. We try not to say that because that's how his main account with almost 500,000 followers got banned because he said something like that.
Yes, ma'am, I am a Christian. I am a Christian. I do drink. I am not the perfect Christian. Never would claim to be the perfect Christian. I do have 2 Bibles. I do read the Bible. I do not attend a building that they call a church. And the only reason I don't attend that building is because I've been to several of them, and it's just not my way. I don't think anybody on this planet can put me where I need to be any more than I can. If I'm not willing to get there on my own, nobody else is going to put me there. I've got to get myself there. You know, the good book does say you know, all you need is to worship and pray with people. You don't have to be in a building with 100 people that are dressed to the kill because they want to judge how you dress and what you're doing and what you did last week. And you know, so I am a Christian. I am a God-fearing man. And like I said, and I do read the Bible, and I do keep a Bible pretty much within, I'd say, 10 steps of walking distance from me most of the time. But I will not be preached to by anybody that shits through a skin asshole like me to tell me that I'm doing wrong.
She said
they are too.
Exactly. We've got more people probably in here that actually go to church on a Sunday. She said we're the church.
No, absolutely. I mean, y'all can't see it, and I ain't got enough internet to ever show y'all. The end of this ridge back here, it just goes back and it's flat, just like very, very little flat, but this ridge goes all the way back and it kind of hooks a left.
Exactly.
And it goes back, and then there's a rock over there that you could park probably 2 semi-trucks on. And they just, I mean, if you walked off those rocks, you'd fall about 80 foot into a big ravine. I've sat back down on them rocks just by myself. And I promise you, I've got more out of that than I ever have sitting in a man-made building with a bunch of hypocrites just by myself. That's just who I am. That's how I am.
Somebody said that's how they feel. People
I
gather.
don't preach to people. I don't want people to preach to me.
Worship as you feel. One of our freedoms is in this country.
Exactly.
Somebody said you should both write a book. I think it would sell. Heck, I'm trying to work on a cookbook now that I don't have to go nowhere no more for a couple months.
And
Exactly, John. We just asked for decent humans.
And here's the thing. We said this several times. We're working on a cookbook. Guys, if we ever get this cookbook put together, and I don't care if we sell 2 copies or if we sell 2 million copies, if we ever get this cookbook put together and we get it to where we can sell it, I can guarantee you a majority of the profit off that book will go to help homeless shelters,
battered women, and children, stuff for domestic violence.
Yeah, I mean,
sexual
if we can ever get this book finished and put out, day one we will make a statement that, 50, 60, 70, whatever percent of the sales on that book, just shy of paying for the book, will go to an organization. We will not take any of that money. We do this because we love to do this. We do this because if I could do this, and in a sense, if I could do this and live and never leave this land again, or maybe leave and go to West Virginia to Adams, but if I could do this and put a book out and I could give to so many people and that's all I had to do, I would never dream of doing anything else.
Yeah, we do it for like homeless vets, domestic violence, sexual assault victims, help them out. If it's just to give them a room for one night, that's one night they can sleep in peace. Well, what time is it? Damn, it's 2:14.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time for you to check everything so I can
Pull
eat.
that lid off this fucking roast. I may learn y'all something.
Put it on the ground.
Woo! I ain't putting it on the ground. Goddamn, I put it on the ground the other day. I got like 100 fucking comments about how I'm eating dirt.
Adam said he has a publisher for you. I wrote tattoo books and how much how much it's involved.
Here's that old deer roast.
I gotta lean it over.
Look at here. Look at here.
Wipe the bush to smoke away.
Look.
Oh,
Look.
You spitting over it like you have COVID or something.
That'd be alright. Hell.
Can't see it because of the smoke. There you go. That's a little better. Oh, shit. You got enough gravy in there?
Look at here. Look at this.
Okay, let me see.
I'm going to tell you right now. Look at this. Look at this. Huh? What? What? Are you fucking kidding me? This is going to be the best deer ass you ever ate. Son, I tell you what, if I seen this,
Chat bonjour. La.
that right there, whew, man,
Make you want to punch a husband in the back of the
man, I
head.
ain't lying. I tell you what. If
Make
I
you want to
didn't
pull
learn-
your husband's hair and make him go bald.
What? I tell you what, ain't no doubt I may have to pull that fucking bubble gum out tonight on you.
Ooh, son, that's some good eating. like I said, he'll show the final product on his other page, Cooking with Cajun. He'll do his lives on here, and then he'll do the final product on Cooking with Cajun. I want some of that stuff. I know that shit's fire. Let's see. I'll break up now, so I will try to see if I live Monday. God bless you. Same to you, sir. Thank you for joining today.
All right, well, you about ready to eat, babe?
Oh, yeah.
Well, as always, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for joining us. I mean, we can't ever do anything to repay y'all for joining and watching and just hanging out with us. I mean, it's the only reason we do it. We truly mean that. Again, we'll we may jump out and go live during the week some days. So we'll definitely try to be here every Sunday. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Stay safe. Love one another. It's life's a whole lot better when you love each other.